Sod it. That was the wrong screen. That's a great way to start, wasn't it? Where's the one? There's the one. Hello. Oh god, oh, that's a great way to start a stream back, isn't it? Hello, welcome to Stubo FM. I'm Stubo. Thank you very much for joining me in what is, I think, the first stream I've done. I don't even know how long it's been. It's got to be well over a month, maybe even close to 2. It's been a long time, far too long. But I'm back. I don't know what my schedule's going to be going forward, but I'm intending to do this a lot more regularly than I have been. Well, Sonia, thank you very much. It is good to be back. I mean, at the moment, according to Twitch Studio, which I'm currently using because Streamlabs wasn't working earlier, otherwise I'd have been streamed about 2 hours ago. Apparently, I'm still muted. And no, I'm not, because I can hear it in here. So, I don't really understand that. But yeah, I'm back. We're here to play some Coventry City FM02. How the devil are you all? Hopefully you're all well. Hopefully you've had a good holiday period and stuff. Hopefully all is well with you guys. And what do you say we get into some Football Manager, shall we? Let's do it. Let's do it. I had a quick cheeky look at the staff screen just to remind myself of my my colleagues in particular. Colleagues such as the final third as my assistant manager. I think on one of the other screens, I think it's over here on the recruitment team, I do believe I've got Tony Jameson as a recruitment analyst. And I had someone else, and I think it was medical. Was it a medical person? I think it was. Enigmas, lol, as my head physio as well. So just wanted to have a quick look at those, just refresh my memory on what we were doing. But yeah, apologies for how long it has been. I've put it on Twitter a couple of times, but just to give you guys a heads up, I work in a theatre, and it's a theatre that has one of the biggest pantomimes in the UK. As such, it is literally the busiest period of the year in the months of December and January, and in my head, foolishly, I thought, I'll be fine, I'll find time to do it, it'll be no problem at all. And then as soon as I thought that, I ran out of time. And it's annoying because I've been able to continue doing YouTube because I can record YouTube at any time. It doesn't matter what time I record YouTube. I record it at the dead of night, and I can record it in parts. With this, I really feel like I need to do it at a specific time. And yeah, it's been really hard trying to get that balance, so I just thought I'm going to leave it until I feel like I've got the time to do it. There's been 1 or 2 times I've gone to do it and something's come up at the last second. Streamlabs being down around midday today nearly put me off, but I thought, no, I'm going to re-download Twitch Studio, which is what I'm currently streaming on, just for peace of mind, just in case anything were to go wrong. And here I am, and I'm ready to go. Ross, hello mate, how you doing? How's things? It's been a while, mate. It's been a while. It has been a while. How the devil are you, sir? Oh man, I hope you guys are all okay. I hope everyone's doing well. What was going on with this formation? What was going on? Right. Let's do this, shall we? First of all, I ain't feeling this. I've got an attacking wing back on this side with a inverted winger over here, but I've got no winger over here with a supporting wing back. What am I doing? I know what I am doing now. I'm having a cheeky look at Spanish lads. I forgot about this boy. We got Spanish lads. And I think I remember him being a little bit average so far, but he's alright. He'll do a job for us. And Ramires. Ah, oh, it's all coming back to me now. Bloody Ramires. We're going up, boys. We're going up as champions. We're not going up as champions in the slightest. Right. All good, mate. Lots of things have changed me on my life, as mentioned on Twitter DMs, mate. Yeah, I forgot to go back to you on that. I am going to... I will message you regarding that if it's not something you want to put in the chat. And I will go back to you on that. I've just completely forgotten again. Although I've started streaming again today, I'm still ridiculously busy at work. And today, on a day off, I actually just had the time today, so I just thought I'd appear. But I will go back to you on that. Right, what do I want to do with this formation? So we've got Spanish lads as a deep line playmaker. We've got Gustavo Harmer as a defensive midfielder. He's not really a playmaker, he's just a defensive midfielder. He's best as a ball-winning midfielder in defence. So, Spanish lad, are you a defensive midfielder? Yeah, you are. You are. But you haven't got good tackling, though. I mean, we've already started the season, so I should really limit the amount of tactical fiddling. But I'm feeling putting Harmer here, Spanish lad here, as a deep line playmaker on support instead of defence. Yeah, Russ, no problem at all, mate. I will go back to you. I'll try and get back to you as soon as I finish the stream. But I hope it's all good. I hope it's good, mate. Or at least it's not really bad. I'll tell you what, I'm actually feeling Harmer as a halfback. I really like halfbacks, so we're going to go with that. I'm going to change you back to this. You're going to go back to support. And we're definitely going to go with a winger on this side. I've actually not played a lot of Football Manager in the last week or so. I've heard apparently, I've just been watching Lelusho's stream, and I've been watching a couple of his videos, catching up with them. Am I right in thinking that wingers are kind of a little bit underpowered at the moment, and maybe a 4-4-2 diamond would be a good setup? I don't know whether I've misinterpreted what I've heard, but it kind of feels like, from what I've seen so far in recent times, that maybe something like this would be beneficial to us, or even a 4-1-3-2 with all middle, like all central players, or maybe a 4-3-1-2. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I remember being really disappointed with Callum O'Hare. We need to have a chat with him about his developments as well, actually. Let's have a word with you. Let's have a word. Speak about one player. I'd already done it. Wow, I my head screwed on in the last stream, that's for sure. Right, you prefer to be a pressing forward. I'd rather you be a deep line forward, to be honest with you, but you want to be that. Let's have you on support. Let's do that. We'll have... I feel like these guys should probably be attacking, but actually I think they'll still get up the pitch relatively well. That's fine. Right. We'll have that as a backup, but we'll continue with this for now as the main one. And rearrange it because it's completely reset itself. So we've got Callum O'Hare here. Do we want Gyökeres playing out wide? I'm not sure we do. Maybe Bapaga could be that player. I feel like the reason I went to that was because we have a lack of depth on the wing, which we don't necessarily, because actually there's a few players we've got. So I don't know what I was thinking. Right. I don't want to make too many changes, so we're going to continue with something along these lines. I think Gyökeres, who has yet to score a goal, is definitely not going to be our starting striker. He's going to be a backup, and I think we'll put... Oh, we haven't got many options. I mean, Waghorn would be the option, wouldn't he? Put Waghorn there. 31 years old, not the quickest, but he's got a decent cross on him. He would want to be an inverted winger as well. I don't mind that. Both these guys getting in him. Shipley can get out as the Mazzala. So maybe we do put Matson on attack. Maybe I go back to... No, we're going to leave it at this. We'll leave it at this. What tactics were we using? What were we looking to do? So, pass into space. Things are good, mate. Yes. Okay, as long as they're good. As long as they're good. That's mainly what I want to hear. Gyökeres has some potential. He does, and I do intend to use him. I'm not binning him off completely. So actually, let's make sure he is definitely on the bench. Matt Godden, 30 years old. Yeah, you can get in the bin. I'm not binning Gyökeres off just at the moment. Tyler Walker obviously has been far better for us, so I just want to make sure that we keep the informed player in. Gyökeres can play out wide though, can't he? He plays as a left winger. Can play as a right winger as well. It wouldn't be any good to do that. He's very much just better as a striker. His composure lets me down a little bit. I mean, we'll keep an eye on him. He's a good option to have. He's got some talent. He can play on either wing. We've got Bapaga, who can play in the middle as an attacking midfielder and a left winger. We've got Fran Merida. I don't even remember signing this guy, but apparently we did. Oh! Did I sign this guy? I don't remember this guy. We must have just signed him because he's not made an appearance yet. Well, I mean, he has to be in the team, surely. I don't really want to take Spanish lad out, though. Alright, I think we have to go to a diamond because we've got so many good midfielders. Have you played any more of this save off stream when free or just doing your YouTube save? I have not touched this save other than loading it up once or twice just to have a look at a couple of things. So I am very much out of the loop on what on earth I was doing with this save. I'm literally thinking we go with a diamond. I'm actually thinking just completely changing things. So yeah, I'm kind of coming to this with a fresh pair of eyes, which I think is good actually. I think it's good, so I can just kind of assess it as we go. And see what we can do. I actually think Spanish lad, although there was a lot of hype around him, we might be better off putting Merida in. Although he's more of just a central. He's less defensive, isn't he? So if he's less defensive, I am genuinely thinking, because he can play as an attacking midfielder if we need him to. Okay, so I suppose the way to look at it is this. Defensively, we've got a Spanish lad. If we need a defensive-minded playmaker, it's Spanish lad. If we need an offensive-minded playmaker, it's Merida, who can also play as a deep line playmaker, but I think we would change that to advanced playmaker on support. And I suppose he could, although he's not got much pace, he could play as a Mazzalo if we absolutely had to put him there. Central midfielder on attack as well. I do like using a central midfielder on attack every now and then. I have kind of gained a love doing the West Ham save for a central midfielder on attack. I have experimented with it a couple of times in that save. When did you join? I feel like we must have just signed him, because he hasn't made an appearance for the club yet. Or has he? Is it just the league appearance he hasn't made? No, he's made one non-competitive, so he must have just played. Let's have a look at the schedule, shall we, Stu? That works. Right, let's add in friendly. So we must have just played a friendly. Yeah, we did. We just played a friendly after the QPR game. And he must have played in this game. Gyökeres actually did very well in this, so maybe we do put him into the 11. We've been doing the 4-3-3. The 4-3-3 has actually served us quite well. Is that an asymmetric? Is that the asymmetric that I had? Yeah, it is the asymmetric. Okay. Okay. Here's what we do. We're going to go with this. Walker up front. O'Hare, I think, can play on the right if we need him to. Yeah, he can. Gyökeres, I don't really want to play him up front. But then Walker can only play. Well, I mean, Walker can play on the wings, but he's not very good at it. And I wouldn't want to. I think I'd rather keep Walker up front. I don't want to play asymmetric for some reason. I've just got a feeling of it's the wrong thing to do. We've got Waghorn on the bench. Could do that. He prefers to be early invade winger on support. Let's put him on support. Let's put him on support and see how he goes. What does Ramires want to be? He wants to be a central midfielder on defence, so he would basically come into the Merida role. Let's just go forward and see what happens. Let's just play the game, shall we? Let's do that. Be interested to see what the training schedules are like that I've got. Because I've changed how I do training slightly since I've last streamed. So, not drastically, just the basics of how I do it. Right, so they play a 4-3-3. I don't like playing 5 at the back, but we're not going to a 5 at the back just to try and batter them. So, we're 11th. Middlesbrough are just above us. So, we are actually a similar team to them. It's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, why did it do that? When are these guys back, actually? So 5th of September to the 8th. So they'll be back, so that's okay. At least we'll have these lads back. Okay, so I think Merida has to be on the bench because he's only just come into the club, hasn't he? So that would be a silly thing to do, just to throw him straight in. Okay, I think we go with that as a midfield three. I think Harmer as a halfback is a good option. I think he'll do a good job there for us. And I think Spanish lad still has the potential to be a good player. I mean, I still remember being very excited about this lad. I don't think he's a wonder kid. No. Because that would be ridiculous. That would be ridiculous, us getting a wonder kid. Who wants Jordan Shipley? Hearts and Austin FC. Okay, well, neither of you can have him, I'm afraid. Neither of you can have him. Oh, I'm very excited to get this save underway again. I also think, I haven't completely made my decision on this, but I think I'm going to be uploading these to YouTube. I haven't fully decided on that yet, and when I say these, I don't necessarily mean the... I don't necessarily mean edited versions. I mean just uploading the whole stream. I've not completely committed to that as an idea yet, but I am very tempted to do it. And hopefully, if I do that, you guys will enjoy that. That's the hope. That is the hope. Right, let's have a quick nose at training. So we're doing a free kicks this week. Got a couple of lads who aren't very happy with training, but everyone else seems to be at least content with it. We'll have a look at the coach workload at some point during the stream as well. I won't bother doing it now. Oh, God. It does feel good to actually have hit the go live button again. It really does. What's this nonsense? I'd like to open contract talks with the club as a result of my client's emergence as a recognised international, and more pointedly in wake of his impressive display in Scotland's 2-1 FIFA World Cup European qualification Group F victory over Israel. I mean, he's had a good game against Israel. Israel, however you pronounce it. I don't know why I'm saying Israel. I've never pronounced it Israel in my life, but I read it as Israel. I mean, I'm not being funny. Is he that good? I mean, he is a good player. He is one of our starting central defenders at the moment. 25 years old. Kind of at his full potential. He's consistent. Decent player for most Premier League sides. Okay, now I've just seen that. I am thinking to myself, maybe, just maybe, we need to take this a little bit more seriously. What's he currently on? He's on £3.5 grand a week. He potentially wants up to 9.25. Finance-wise, we have got the money to be able to afford it. Can we be cheeky and ask him to sack his agent? Let's give it a go. I've never done this and it's not worked. There we go. Let me know in the chat, has anyone ever had that situation come up and had it not work and have the player turn around and say, how dare you? Like, or something daft like that. Because I don't think I've ever had that. Genuinely. I think it's just weird. It's just a weird thing to be in the game for it to never be an issue. I was going to do free kicks, but I haven't done free kicks. Newly capped. He's had his first cap. He's had his first cap. What's this? What's this nonsense? As a recognised international and more pointedly in the wake of his impressive display. He's played one game. I'd quite like him to get a pay rise as a result, please. No! It's my feelings on the matter, and it's not changing. Congratulations. You did well, you should be proud. It's motivated him. To be fair, you've just said that he scores the odd header. Scored on his debut. So, okay. I'll give him a round of applause. And he'll have to deal with it. And Callum O'Hare's had his first appearance as well. Nice. There we go. Right, we patted those boys on the back, on the head, on the butt, however you pat someone, I don't know. So hopefully they will be able to kick on for the rest of the season now. Right, home game against Middlesbrough. Mid-table Middlesbrough. What did the board want from us? I've actually forgotten. I feel like they wanted mid-table. That's the wrong button to do. Yeah, they want mid-table. Okay. Okay, we can do that. We can do a mid-table finish. We can definitely do that. Right, I'm going to do this before I forget. What's the coaching workloads like? Average, with a bunch of lights as well. Okay. Do we have the spare coaching workload? I mean, we've got... I suppose we kind of have in a way. Let's just quickly remove it and start again. So, goalkeeping. Oh, we've got some dross for the goalkeeping coaches. We definitely need to sort this out. Christ. Right, what are you best at? You're best at... Yeah. Yeah. You can... Oh, I mean, yeah, we'll do that. Right. This is going to be synced. I'm going to try and sort the coaching situation out off screen. I'm just going to try and get it sorted so we've at least got something to work with right now. I'm sorry, Abby. I'm getting you to do some coaching here, but I don't actually think you're going to be any good for it. You can be the backup coaches for that. This guy can only attack, so he can be a backup attacking coach. Dave, what can you do? Dave, I feel like you're fancying yourself as a bit of a tactical genius. There's only one tactical genius here, Dave. So do we have you do that or do that? We'll have you do that. Kevin Christopher, what can you do? You can defend a little bit. Right. Okay, you can do that one. Dennis Lawrence, what can you do? Not a great lot, but you can do a couple of things. Let's put you on that for now. Chris Jones, your fitness. You're very good at fitness. Okay. Help them run faster. That's what you do, right? That's your job. Help them run faster. Right, Ken McKenna. What can you do? Fitness as well. Oh, God, okay. Get these boys fit. Final third. What can you do as my assistant manager? You can help them attack. Well, we do need someone to take the lead on attacking, so you can do that. Luke Tisdale, can't really do a lot. You can do that one. And then I'm free, which I suppose means I have to do that one. I don't really want to do that one. No worries, Russ. No worries. I will be here. So I suppose I have to do that one then. And then do we have any spare coaches to spread across the other ones? Not really, but we have already got this gentleman doing a couple of things, so we can always spread him across the other ones because he's only helping out. So we do that with him, and then there's another one. I'm sure there's another one I doubled up. To be fair, I can... Ken McKenna. Ken. Big Kenny. He can help. I'm putting him across a lot there. Could do with more coaches, if I'm being completely honest with you. I could do with completely rehashing the coaching setup, to be honest. Might be something I look to do. Again, I'll probably do that off stream. Okay, the only ones that are average at the moment is tactical defending and tactical possession, which still should be fine. I'm under the impression that the lighter they are, the more effective they are, and then so like star rating is the better the training, the workload is how much the players will benefit from it, I think, or something like that. I don't think I'm explaining it very well, but it's something along those lines. So I think that's going to end up being a bit better. Right, press conference. Normal week. Encourage but want to be careful. Anyone deserves success is Dominic. Yeah, right thing to do. To believe in him. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do plenty. Okay, this is an individual training thing. Right. What did I put them all on? So, additional focus. No worries, Ross. No worries. You just missed me messing around with some training is all. Right. I think I put all of you on quickness. That's what I did, because you're all moaning about not enough quickness training. And now you're all moaning about too much quickness training. Honestly, lads, I think you need to sort your lives out. Simon Moore, fractured lower leg, 2 to 3 months. First choice goalkeeper. Well, welcome back to the stream, Stu. Here's your goalkeeper out for ever, basically. 2 to 3 months. I mean, we're sending him to a specialist. That's not even a question, but how had he done so far? Conceded 4 in 3 and kept 1 clean sheet. Okay. But we've played more games than that, so we must have been using Ben Wilson for some of it. He's made 2 appearances. So Ben Wilson's actually had a better start, you could argue, looking at that. So actually, it's not the end of the world, but then he is only 2.5 star. That's not necessarily the end of the world. 2 to 3 months, that's just kicking the balls. And we don't have another goalkeeper because I'm silly. Right. Time for someone to make themselves a hero. Who do we bring up? Who do we call up? I'll tell you what, let's have a look in the development centre. That's going to be easier to see the star ratings and stuff. Oh, Christ. Well, we've got a 17-year-old who... It's a no from me, I'm afraid. Luke Bell. I think my dad taught him to drive. I genuinely think my dad either has taught him or is in the middle of teaching him to drive. My dad's a driving instructor, don't you know? Tom Bilson is out on loan, so we can't have him. Kian Taylor. Might be him, you know, actually. There's one. My dad's teaching someone to drive, and I can't remember who it is. It might be one of these two. Random fact of the day for you. Right, neither of those are actually that good. Charlie Callahan. No. Okay, so we've got a slight issue with goalkeeper. We've actually not got a backup goalkeeper who's got enough stars. That could be problematic. Do I have a goal? Oh, God. Do I have a goalkeeper out on loan? Can I... Let's add position. Position. Tom Bilson. Problem is I can't recall him, can I? Wow. Okay. Okay. I see how this is going. Do we have like an emergency loan period or something? Because I feel like this qualifies, doesn't it? Where can I find that out? It'll be in the rules of the championship, won't it? Squad registration, transfer. Free transfers only. Okay, so basically we need to find a free transfer for a goalkeeper. Tell you what, Director of Football. Frank Fielding, 33 years old. I mean, that can't be right, surely. That can't be right. He can't be that good. 3-star. There's no way he's that good. I mean, to be honest, we're kind of hamstrung. We need to sign someone. And I think it might be him. I think that might be him. I mean, it's really, this is only until the other goalkeeper comes back. Tony! Hello, mate. How are you? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. How are you doing? It's going all right. It's going all right. I woke up with a desire today, and I was just like, I'm streaming today. I don't care what happens. Which included Streamlabs not working when I first tried to stream at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock midday. I was just like, I'm gonna download Twitch Studio. I'm streaming today. I don't care what's happening. So here I am, and immediately I've come on, and my starting goalkeeper has broken his leg for 2 to 3 months. So as you can see, we're currently signing a free transfer 33-year-old goalkeeper who may or may not be terrible. He's definitely going to be back up. I'm not giving him any promises. We just need someone to sit on the bench because all of our youth players are pretty terrible in that position. We'll try and get the money down as much as we can. We'll give him an appearance fee raise, actually. That'll entice him, hopefully. Clean sheet bonus as well. Give him a little bit higher. Unused sub fee. I mean, that can be a bit lower. 1 year extension after league games. 5 games? Yeah. I mean, if he ends up being a decent keeper, we'll hang on to him. And we might even end up with a decent coach out of it. Okay, that didn't work. Pop that down. That can go down. That can go down. Can I add anything? I mean, I could add an international cap bonus just to take the mick, but I'm not going to.
Red X signs are there to keep us safe and keep us moving.
Tell you what, give the agent a little bit more.
Like
There we go. That'll do. Right. He can arrive fairly quickly, i.e. today. That'd be perfect.
Keep us all moving.
I mean, I could have brought him in on... That's just annoyed me, that has. I could have brought him in on trial, couldn't I? But it doesn't really matter because he can't go into the squad. Right.
Hey guys, it's Billie Eilish.
Mid-table clash. Coventry versus Middlesbrough. First game back. First game in 2022 for me on Football Manager on stream. Oh, it feels so weird playing as a team that's not West Ham. I'm so used to playing as West Ham. I did a bit of a Paris Saint-Germain career mode. I keep calling it career mode. I did a bit of a Paris Saint-Germain save in my spare time just for a bit of fun. It's the first time I've ever really used 3 at the back, and I was using wide centre backs, and I was having loads of fun with it. So it's weird not to be playing as either PSG or West Ham. Feels very, very strange, but also at the same time it feels a bit like slipping on a glove. Right, defend with more width. I don't know if I agree with that because they're playing with an inverted winger and a round Deuter. They're playing with a round Deuter in the Championship. That's impressive. Got an anchor man, box to box. Okay, right. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. So Moore's obviously out. So we're going to go goalkeeperless for this one because all of the goalkeepers we've got, in the nicest way, are pretty terrible. And there is no nice way to say that, but they are pretty terrible. So we've got Ramires, we've got Merida, who I'd forgotten had signs. We've got Gyökeres, we've got Papaga. Jody Jones, I've not really... I kind of want to sell Jody Jones, really, if I'm being honest. But then we kind of need him as a winger. I mean, can Papaga just not play on the right-hand side? He can kind of play on the right-hand side. We could just train him to play on the right-hand side. Is he... Let's have a look. Are we training him to do that? No, we're currently training to play in the middle. I'd rather him train to play on the right-hand side. Train him as that. Why not? Let's just do that. To be fair, Callum can go out there. Gyökeres can go out there. We've got options. We've got options. Right. Let's have a quick look. That's the wrong things to do. Ask assistant. Let's have a quick look. So that's weak foot. Has he got a weak foot? Yeah, reasonable. Yeah, go on then. Pereiro. Left foot. Yeah, go on then. Crooks. Left foot. Yeah, go on then. Oh no, Hernandez apparently hasn't got anything. So we'll leave him. Your bravery's not high. Is your bravery high? Your bravery's not that high, so we'll go in hard on you as well. Definitely not going hard on the striker. Definitely not doing that. And Andras Sporar, on loan from Sporting. He's got 4 goals in 5 appearances, so he's had a cracking start to the season. We'll leave him alone. We'll leave Raza alone as well. And then, can we do anything with these guys? I mean, I'm tempted to press one of you guys, but we'll leave it as that. Right. Drop a quick save. Oh, I'm excited to get this underway. Here we go. Here's the 11. Wilson in goal. Dabo, Hyam, Clark Salter and Matson in defence. Harmer, Shipley and Spanish lad in midfield with Waghorn, O'Hare and Walker up front. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's do this. I am so excited to get back into this save. Watch us get absolutely hammered. Watch us get hammered. Let's do it. Let's... Actually, they've got one person up front, so I'm just going to... We'll do that. And let's do it. Squad number has to be given to someone. Fran Merida. Oh, we haven't given him a squad number yet. Let's give him the number 25. That's my favourite number. Let's give him that one. Come on, boys. First game of 2022 in the Coventry City save. Point the finger. Come on, lads. Bit of enthusiasm would be nice. Here we go. Here we go. And immediately the highlight started with them in possession. That's not a good sign at all, is it? Right, Spanish lad gets to Waghorn. Waghorn does beautifully there to get past his man. He's going to try and get the cross in, and he's won a penalty. Waghorn going down like a leaf in the wind. Wins us a penalty. Who's it going to be to take? I think it's going to be Walker to take. And he buries it, and it is 1-0. And you know, if you've been on this channel before, you know what that means. Yes! Yes! Get him, boys. It's 1-0. Exciting. Right, now, let's just not screw it up from here, shall we? Let's just continue. I mean, I'll take a 1-0. I'll take a 1-0. I'm not fussy. I'm not fussy in the slightest. I'll take a 1-0. 2-0 would be great. 3-0, fantastic. 1-0. I'm not a greedy man. Waghorn's in here, and Waghorn nearly, after winning that penalty, nearly makes it 2. Oh, we're playing some nice football so far, and I quite approve of it. I quite approve of it. I don't really know what's going on with the funky custom screen here at the moment. It's a little bit all over the place. I'll adjust that at some point soon. No more highlights so far. I'm kind of content with that. Oh no, we've got a highlight as soon as I say that. Right, McNair. Headed back, but O'Hare is there. O'Hare looking a lot sharper in this game than I remember him looking before. In last year, Shipley scored. Shipley has scored with Callum O'Hare with the assist. Yeah, Callum O'Hare wasn't looking very good previously. New year, new man? I don't know, but he's looking a bit sharper here, and it is 2-0. We lead in the first half at the Rico, or whatever it's called, because I forget, because I think it's got a new name now. Or at least in the game, I think it's got a different name. Coventry 2, Middlesbrough 0. What a start back to this save. I am delighted. If we can just carry on with that, that'd be great. Right, full Scottish international Hyam on the ball. Gets to Waghorn. Waghorn looking to get it into the box. Gets to Shipley. Shipley back to Waghorn. Waghorn now. Gonna try and cross it in. Gets it all the way back to Harmer. Harmer goes for the worldie, and it is saved and put out for a corner. Oh, we're playing some lovely stuff. I very much like it. Shipley whips it in. Clark Salter heads it just over. It's always Sod's Law, isn't it, Tony? Do not worry. Do not worry at all. Spanish lad. He's had some nice touches so far. Although apparently, the last time I streamed, apparently I signed a new other Spanish midfielder who we've got on the bench today, who could be a rival for him. I think it's Merida, I think his name is. That's a lovely goal. I mean, I can't even be angry. That's a lovely goal. How did this happen? So Waghorn. The players just get in the way. Players get in the way of each other. It's a lovely goal though, but we did that ourselves. Coventry Building Society Arena. Do you know what? I thought, if it's not going to be called the Rico, what's it going to be called? And that is exactly the name that I didn't have in my head. So that says everything about that. We lead 2-1 at half time. It could be 2-0, but I mean, we'll take it. We'll take what we can get. I mean, we've dominated the game so far. We really need to not let this slip up. I want to tell them that we're happy. We'll say that one. Just tell Harmer to calm down a little bit. No one's having a truly terrible game, which I'm very pleased about. I'm very, very pleased about. Yeah, this Fran Merida guy, we've signed at some point, and he actually does look really tasty, and he could end up being a bit of competition for Spanish lads, because, I mean, that passing, that vision, that flair, that first touch. Yes, he's 31 years old, but he's good 31 years old. So I feel like he could be someone who really does play a part. I don't even remember signing this man, but I must have because he's on loan. So yeah, he might get some action in the second half. But Spanish lad so far hasn't done himself a disservice. In fact, he's playing quite well at a 7.2. He's doing pretty well. He should be proud of himself. Right, here he is now, Spanish lad. Look at that pass to Shipley. What a pass that was. Right, Matson over to Spanish lad. Gets to Shipley again. Shipley over to Waghorn. Waghorn, big ball over, looking for Walker. Walker going to try and get his second of the game. He's been forced wide here. He's going to have to pass it. Gets it into Waghorn, and Waghorn does make it 3. Marvellous. I just realised I only played it for one of the goals. Let's play it again.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, makes me feel good. So Spanish lad, because he's got superior defending stats, is very much a deep line playmaker. Merida looks more like an advanced playmaker, but still as a central midfielder. So it almost depends. I feel like if we want someone who's a little bit more defensively sound, we go with Spanish lad. If we're coming up against a team we think we can rip a new one, then it's Merida. Watmore, is that Duncan Watmore? Formerly of Sunderland, is it? It is. I only remember his name because I remember he got a degree while he was playing in the top flight, which I found quite impressive. Right, substitution o'clock. We're 3-1 ahead. Let's have a look at resting a couple of players. Callum O'Hare has had a pretty good game, so let's give him a bit of a break. Centre midfield on attack for Merida. I've got a feeling that that's what he... I've got a feeling that's one of the positions he can do pretty well. So I'm thinking as well, we can almost put him as a backup in Shipley's position and just have him set up with his own like custom position on there. So yeah, I think he's going to be a good addition. I keep forgetting we've got Ramires. That baffles me that we've got Ramires. You mean Bapara or Bapara? I can't speak. Bapaga or Gyökeres? I feel like Bapaga because Gyökeres I kind of want to play a bit more as a striker, so we might bring him on for the last few minutes. And then Hayam is a little bit tired, but I don't really want to change one of our centre backs, so I think we'll bring on Da Costa for Darbo. We'll do that. We'll do that. No, I didn't want to do that. That's the wrong button. There we go. I've got the stream overlay thing for Twitch, for the Twitch streaming app there, and it was blocking my view of the buttons. Right, tell you what. Let's make that final change. I was going to bring Gyökeres on, but let's bring Merida on, and we're actually going to do the change I was just on about. Let's put him as a personalised central midfielder on attack. Not that we need to do that right now, but let's do that.
When you're driving along a motorway,
Give him a few minutes.
it means stay out of that lane.
He's got some good ability for it. He looks like a tasty player. I'm pretty happy we've got him in, even though I didn't remember that we did. I would also, however, like to keep their goals down to a minimum. I don't like how they're building up here because it looks like they're setting themselves up to score a second goal. We cannot let Watmore get the ball. I mean, they didn't score. They didn't score, so they've definitely come back into this game in the second half. I'll drop a bit of praise for the team because we have seen the game out. We win on our return to Twitch, and that is all that matters. That was good. I'm actually very impressed with that performance. That's a team in a similar position to we are right now. I'd like to see where they're predicted to finish, actually. I mean, that puts us up to 8th. That puts us up to 8th. And if we'd have lost that game, we'd fallen all the way down here. Merida makes return to English football. Where did he play before then? I mean, before I look at any of this, I've got to know the answer to that. Fran Merida. Formerly of Arsenal. Started at Barcelona. We've got a Barcelona youngster on our hands here, ladies and gents. A Barcelona youngster. Played 6 games for Arsenal as well, so he wasn't just there for, you know, just to make up the numbers. He played some football there. Nice. I'm quite happy with him. I'm a lot happier than I thought I would be. That was a very good performance. I'm very happy with that. Let's have a quick nose at the season preview and just see. So Middlesbrough predicted to finish 5th. We're predicted to finish 12th, and we've just stuffed them 3-1. I have to say, we have to be really happy with that. And I am. I'm delighted with that. That's excellent. That's genuinely excellent. I joked earlier in the stream saying, haha, we're good for promotion today, boys. Maybe, just maybe. My hopes for mid-table might be a little bit. Maybe I'm aiming too low. Hyam actually was the man of the match, which is pretty good to see. And we'll do this press conference. This to the rest of the team. Not a lot you can do. To be fair, their goal was a pretty good goal. Right, next match is against Cardiff. Cardiff are 4th. They are predicted to finish 6th. I mean, they're just very, very good, aren't they? They're very, very good indeed. Couple of days break. I might just have a look at some of the tired players. Do we have any really, really tired players that we need to keep an eye on? I mean, I might give Hyam a bit of a rest because he was on international duty. Same with Callum O'Hare, and Waghorn's an old man, so we'll give him a break as well. Give these guys a day break. Didn't want to click on that. I always do that. I always click on that, even though I don't mean to. And then now that the games have all kind of settled down, we are now in 9th, which is pretty good. I would say, if we finish there this season, I would be delighted. Genuinely delighted. I don't think we will, but I would be very, very happy. So a quick look at staff. Don't have any room for... Can I ask for more... I can't ask for any more coaches, which is a bit frustrating because I would like to. Who's this gap? Scouts. I mean, I'd argue that that's not correct, seeing as it says I've got 4 scouts. Game, you're wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to call you out at this game, but you're wrong. Again, I keep wanting to look at this now. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it when I'm off stream. Because I'm thinking the way that we succeed in this stream is not necessarily just by signing players. We need to have the best. Huh? Oh, it's because the budget's... Because we technically don't have a transfer budget, isn't it? There we go. I mean, he's not good, but we're not signing him to be good. We're signing him to sit on the bench. Frank Fielding, welcome to Coventry City. What's my staff role? Your staff role, I had a look at it earlier and I've forgotten what it was. I want to say you are a recruitment analyst. You're the recruitment analyst. Along with final third, my assistant manager, and Enigmas, who isn't on here anymore. Oh yeah, he's on here, I think. No, wrong one, Stu. Where's Enigmas? Enigmas as the head physio. Actually, let's have a quick look at our facilities. So, training facilities are good, youth facilities are good, but our junior coaching and youth recruitment are pretty dross. So we need to do something about that. If we want to make this a long-term save, we need to do something about that. Can we request anything? Let's just make the cheeky requests and see. See what they say. I've got a feeling the answer's going to be a no on all fronts, but you never know. Unless you don't ask. Sorry, unless you don't ask. Unless you ask, you don't know. That's what I meant to go with. Oh, this is why it said I had full scouting, because this guy's coming in. Okay, are you good? Did I sign a good one? I mean, to be fair, I can see why I've signed him. I can see why I've signed him because he's got some good knowledge in some areas actually. So I can understand why I did this. I mean, the ability and potential aren't necessarily great, but let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about that at all. Let's just have him. Let's just get him in. Just get him in. Apparently he already speaks English as well. The final third, look at him. I mean, we've aged him by about 40 years, but look at him. Thank you, Russ. I mean, I've literally just had the last of the Coke I had from McDonald's, but thank you, sir. Posture check. I don't really know how to do a posture check, but let's say that that's done it. Sue Greaves. Did I do this, or is this someone else doing this? I mean, to be fair, what's your physio? Ooh. I mean, she's got no youth caps. I mean, she's already signed, so there's not much I can do about it anyway. But alright. I mean, she could get better. She could get better. She could be a better physio. Wow. Shot down. Junior coaching? We're already set up well, are we? Really? Really? I mean, one of our best players is an Aston Villa youth reject. No disrespect to Callum O'Hare. You're a god as far as I'm concerned in the context of this save. Club's present financial situation. That's not my problem. You brought me in to make the club better. I'm telling you what we should be doing. Oh, goodness me. Oh, my word. Right. I just thought we'd better get old Frank registered. I can't register him, can I? So, I already had a squad of 25. And I can't take anyone out of it because the transfer window and the registration period's closed. That's a problem. Can he play in the Carabao Cup? Did we get through in the Carabao Cup? We did. Okay. Can he play in the Carabao Cup? Possibly. Okay. So we've signed a Carabao Cup FA Cup goalkeeper. Can you drop a youngster who doesn't need to be registered? As in I can't actually make any changes because the registration period's ended. So even if there was such a player, which I don't think there is, I can't even do that. I can't even take someone out and put him in. Like, the registration period has ended. Like, I'm pressing clear selection. So if that's what you mean, I can't. The only thing I can do is I can bring up an under 23 and under 18. However, allow me to show you my under 23 and under 18 offerings. So that's these are the best two, Luke Bell and Kian Taylor. Neither of whom have a gold star between them. And one of whom I'm convinced my dad taught how to drive, or is in the process of teaching how to drive. Because I know my dad has taught one of the youngsters from Coventry City, who is a goalkeeper, My dad's a driving instructor. He's taught one of them how to drive, so I'm sure it's one of those guys. And then we've got this guy as well. And that's it. We do have another goalkeeper, Tom Bilson, who's out on loan, and I mean we can't even get him anyway because we can't recall him because of the transfer window being closed. Tyler has been on the bench in real life. I mean, he wouldn't get on my bench, is all I'm saying. It's going to have to be Tyler. It's going to have to be Tyler. I'm fuming that I've just given a contract to someone who's probably never going to play for us. Right, Thompson can come out and Tyler can be the goalkeeper. Right, Kian Tyler. It's all on you, mate. It's all on you. Jesus Christ. I was playing on our stream last night. He left the club in the summer, so I didn't feel bad when we turned out we had also released him. Art imitating life. I mean, you know, that's the universe, like, suggesting that decision must have been the right one in real life if it's happening in video game land as well. Right, we've got quite a large squad actually. I mean, I don't know. I've not played a lot of games in the Championship on FM. Well, any FM at all, actually. So I don't know what's considered a large or not large squad, but that's what, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's say 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 29 players in this team. We could afford to move a few on, I think. If anyone wants to come in for some of the players. I'll have to keep an eye on Dominic Hyam and Salter because they're not fully fit. Hopefully they will be by the time we get to the game. Right. Press conference. Go. I'm confident. Cardiff have not shot 3 straight league wins and lie in 2nd place in Sky Bet Championship. We'll be fine. Everyone knows what we have to do to keep working hard. Yeah, perfect. We're having fun right now. We have a strong group. I trust him. That'll do. Be fine. It's only Coventry. It's only Coventry. It's only Cardiff. We're Coventry. Right. So I'll tell you what we'll do then. Because Kian Tyler can't exactly play in that game. What he can do is be available in the under-23s.
A young man has been
We should really get Ramires a bit of game time as well. Maybe we start Ramires in. Why is that done that? What is this nonsense? There we go. I mean, I don't really want to change much about the last team because we played really well. So I think we'll keep Ramires and Merida on the bench.
In the decisions that shape lives and keep communities safe. Volunteer as a magistrate.
Nia Kirby. Did I sign Nia Kirby on loan from Tranmere? Because if I did, I don't remember. Did I sign him on loan? I must have done. Why would I have done such a thing? He does have a lot of potential, to be fair. He does have a lot of potential. But still, why? Why is he here? Fractured lower leg. Simon. I don't want to rush you, mate, but I kind of need you to get better soon. Like now, if that's alright. Again, don't want to rush you, but it would be helpful. Oh, goodness me. Entertainment at Bramwell Lane. Oh, who cares? Right, let's do this. Cardiff City, and then we've got Millwall almost immediately after. Oh, we're on for one of those runs with just 2 games a week for ages, which is not ideal. What have I done with the training here? Oh, we're addressing that in a minute. What's this nonsense? Chance creation, transition press. Right. We created plenty of chances in the last game, so I'll tell you what, we'll give us that off. And we'll change this to an attacking movement, and we'll change this to a teamwork. That'll do. Right, tactical meeting. Wants to push higher up. And he really wants to play Kyle, but I don't really want to play him. Don't really want to play him. I took him out of the... I didn't take him out of the team, did I? Pardon me a moment. But I made him available. You all saw it. I made him available. And it's a friendly. So it shouldn't have been a problem. I'm so confused. Okay, well, we're not having a goalkeeper on the bench again. That's alright. Who needs a goalkeeper on the bench? Oh, God. I mean, we've got greyed out Nathan Davies, but I'm not using a greyed out goalkeeper. That's just, it's not happening. It's not happening at all. Right, Dominic I am is still quite tired, but we'll keep him in. I think he'll be fine. We'll get away with that. He'll be fine. Okay, emergency save, just in case there's any crashes or power cuts. I'll have a quick look at the opposition. So we've got a few suggestions from the assistant manager. Let's have a look at what they are. So, trigger the press on Smithies. I mean, I'm tempted to say let's trigger the press on him onto his left foot as well. Yeah, let's target him a little bit. Aidan Flint. Yeah, sure. I don't see why, but alright. Jacob Brown is left-footed. So, sorry, left-footed or right-footed was that? So we're going to put him onto his left foot. Ryan Giles, let's put him onto his right foot. Lads in the middle, you're left-footed. You have a reasonable right foot. Yeah, sod it, why not? We've got James Collins, which confuses me because I think of the central defender who used to play for Villa. Collins and Dunn, what a partnership that was. And Kiefer Moore up front. Yeah, we ain't going to do anything with you. Don't want to risk it. Don't want to risk it. Well, we'll raise the line at 1. And we'll distribute to the fullbacks for this one. Okay, that's the 11. Wilson in goal, Darbo, Hyam, Clark, Salter and Matson in defence, Harmer, Shipley and Spanish Lad in midfield with Waghorn, O'Hare and Walker in the front 3. Basically, it's the exact same 11. We're not changing a single thing. On the bench, I think it's exactly the same as well, actually. I do need to have a look at some of these players down here and get them some time on the bench. The bench? The bench. Ross, no worries, mate. I'll be here. But without any further ado, let's get into the game, shall we? Coventry versus Cardiff. What's the worst that could possibly happen? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, we'll say that one. Hey, I motivated some of them straight away. Hyam's motivated. Oh, let's just leave it at that. Some of them are really motivated. Villa had 2 James Collins at the time, the centre-half and the midfielder. I don't consider it to be that common a name, and yet there just seems, especially in football, there just seems to be absolutely loads of them, and I don't understand why. What I do understand, though, is we've just scored.
Yes! Yes!
Get in there, boys. Kyle Walker again. Yet another goal for him. Have some of that. Don't give me your offside checking and nonsenses. It's a goal. It's a goal. No little telly will ruin it for us. Get in there, boys. Right, if we can get a second one, that'd be grand. Shipley, Spanish lad who's picked up a knock, so maybe Merida might be getting some action at some point during this game. Ball's cleared. Harmer now gets it back to Darbo. Darbo into Shipley. Shipley over to injured Spanish lad. Injured Spanish lad to Waghorn. Via someone else. Walker now into Shipley. Back to Harmer. Harmer to Shipley. Shipley. Waghorn. Look at this patient build-up play. Waghorn's in and Waghorn hits it straight at the goalkeeper, which is not what I wanted him to do. But you know what? It's fine. It's all good. Let's not worry about it. We're currently 5th with an invisible table and we nearly make it to Clark Salter heads just over. What is the injury to Spanish lad? That is kind of what I need to know. He's calm at the moment, so it's not really affecting him that much according to that. O'Hare now is free on this left-hand side. Tries to whip it in. Spanish lad does, though. Waghorn doesn't win the header, though. It's out to Darbo. Darbo, club captain, going to try and whip it in. I think he's either club captain or he's the vice captain. I can't remember. Martson into Harmer. Harmer, Spanish lad. Spanish lad, out to Martson. Into Walker, maybe. Walker just can't get there, but Darbo's there. We're putting some real pressure on them at the moment. I am really enjoying it. Shipley now. Out to Harmer. Harmer to Spanish lad. Spanish lad gets the Waghorn. I thought he was going to try and belt it. He didn't. And it was the right decision. Spanish lad with the assist. And it is 2-0. I want to watch this goal again. After playing the sound effects. I keep forgetting to do that.
Yes! Yes!
And then I do want to see how bad the injury to Spanish lad is. Right, Spanish lad, injury. Potential knee injury. Yeah, I don't really want to risk it. So do we bring on Ramires or Merida? I kind of want to bring Ramires on. But then Merida, I feel like, is more of a creative force than Ramires is. I mean, passing's 13, vision's 12, flair's 12. But he has got a lot of upsides. He's got a lot of good player traits. But then we are looking for a creative player. So we'll bring Merida on. Let's give Merida some football. Try and get Ramires on in the second half. So we brought Spanish lad off and we replaced him with Spanish dad. That's the way I'm looking at it. Right, it's whipped in. And, oh, our defending was shocking there. Boys! Boys, what was that? We've just let them have a free header there. What's going on? It's alright. It's okay. It was a set piece. They had to do it with a set piece. It's fine. Just make sure that there's no more of that nonsense. Right, Shipley. Gets it to Merida. Merida. Oh, he just pings it to Darbo like it's nothing. What a pass that was. First action on the pitch that we see. Shipley now. Whoa! Well. Well. What a goal that would have been. What an attempt. What a man. Jordan Shipley. I used him... Oh, man. Everyone missed it there. I used him once in FIFA career mode with Coventry, like in FM17, and he was absolutely fantastic. And he actually became a good Premier League player. I think he even got an England call-up, so... I don't think he's going to be getting an England call-up in this save, but you never know. You never know. Oh, we've managed to kick the ball through there. Darbo trying to do something, but it gets it back to Shipley. Waghorn... Going back to Harmer. Merida. Merida goes for the worldie. He doesn't get there. And we can't get the rebound into the back of the net. Merida has looked lively. He hasn't got a good rating so far, but he has looked lively. Matson's also not having a good game, so maybe we need to address that at half-time. Clark-Salter can't get on the end of it. Merida now into Shipley. Is that offside? Yeah, I was going to say that looked offside to me. That looked offside. Competent first half of football, let down only by conceding the goal from the corner. Their only corner as well. I'll say that I'm happy. I'm going to tell Harmer. No, do you know what? I'm not going to do that actually because he's not as he was aggressive before. He's not aggressive now. Let me just have a look at our corner set pieces. Defending. Oh, yeah, I don't tend to set it up like this anymore. To be fair. Yeah, I can see why this went wrong. Can I load my West Ham one? No, I can't. Okay. Right, move you to there. Pop an extra body here and here. How tall are you guys? 5'8", 5'7". That doesn't really matter. The Waghorn shouldn't be the one who's there. Got any good options? unless I take him out, but I don't really want to. I kind of want to leave him there. We'll leave it at that, and then I just like having an extra body here, and I just find on the post it never really helps, or at least for me it never really helps. I will leave those two the same way around. We'll move you to there. We'll leave that at that. Come on, boys. Really good first half. Let's carry it on in the second half. We are tiring, but importantly, so are they. So I'm not too worried about that at the moment. I want to have a look at one of their players, actually, and see if we can do something to disrupt him. Because their playmaker's having a pretty decent game. Oh, we've let them in here. Opposition. Who was it who's the playmaker? I've actually forgotten. Let's have a quick nose. Playmaker is Rules. Anything we can do? Quite brave. He's reasonably composed as well. We'll press him a little bit, I think. Just to try and mess with him a little bit. Vaux is having a great game. Flint, we'll try and put him onto his weak foot as well. I don't like overcomplicating this section, but we'll try and do that. Press him onto his left foot the same way we're trying to do it with the keeper. Give it a go. Demand more from the boys. There's more to give. I've just upset all of them, but I don't care. There's more to give. They have come back into this half looking at the stats. I don't much care for it. Right, we have got some tired legs out here. Waghorn is shattered, as is Jordan Shipley. So I do think we'll bring Yaqueres on. I don't know whether we'll play him as a wide target man. Maybe we will, actually. No, we will do that. And Jordan Shipley's going to come off. We're actually going to put Merida over here as central midfielder on attack. And we're going to take you off for Ramires. And, I mean, Ramires can do a job as a deep line playmaker. I don't really want to have him as a defensive midfielder. We'll have him as support. We'll do that. Have those two as that. I think that'll do a good job.
A young man has been charged with stealing goods from a warehouse. When he got
Let's do it,
caught,
boys.
he also seriously injured a warehouse employee. It's his first offence. He's also a carer for a relative and the only source of income in the home. What happens to him now?
I've got a horrible, horrible feeling we're going to concede another goal. I certainly feel like we're going to concede another goal before we score another goal.
You don't need any legal experience, just a sense of
Wilson
pride
holds on to it.
identity,
That's okay.
loyalty
Nice
to
one,
the work.
boys.
Visit icanbeamagistrate.
Yeah, just roll it out. Don't worry about knocking it long. Just roll it out. Let's keep a bit of possession here. Or launch a counter attack. That'll work as well. Gyökeres. What was that? You know when people say, oh, has he gone for a cross or has he gone for a shot? I don't even know whether he's even tried either of those two things. I don't know what he's tried. I've got no idea. Right, Merida. I mean, we put him as an attacking midfielder. We probably could put him if we wanted to as an advanced playmaker. In fact, we'll keep, I tell you what, I've got buyer's remorse on that positional change. We'll put him back as an advanced playmaker on support. There's no reason not to have him as that when we've got Ramires next to him. There's not a lot of pace in that midfield too. That's the thing. I don't think Merida is very quick. And I know for a fact that Ramires, any pace he has got, he's not going to last for very long. So it's worth remembering that there's not a lot of pace. So O'Hare's in. He should score. He does score. It is 3-1. We've weathered the storm. And we might just have another 3 points. Get in there, boys. Get in there. It's an assist from Ramires. O'Hare with the goal as well. Kind of feels like O'Hare's international call-up has done him the world of good too. Tactical genius. What can I say? Absolute tactical genius. We've let them in here. If we can not let them score another goal, that'd be great. Hyam with the clearance. With the clearance. If we can hang on to Hyam for long enough that we get promoted, then I will be very happy. Completely agree, Tony. I haven't used it. Oh! What? How close can it be? I mean, come on, please. Unbelievable. Yeah, I used it. I haven't used it a lot in my West Ham save, but I have used it a little bit, and it's never disappointed me. Like, both central midfield on attack and central midfield on defend, I've used both of those quite a bit this year, both on camera and off camera, and I really do enjoy both roles. I do enjoy both roles. They just feel like non-specific versions of other positions. Like, I feel like if you've got a player who you want to be a Mazzala, but he's not quite got the technical ability to do it, central midfield on attack, he'll do a job just fine. Do you want someone who to be a deep line playmaker, but they're actually not that good at passing? Central midfielder on defence. He'll hold his position well enough, and he'll pass the ball to someone a bit more creative. That's a big 3 points, isn't it? That is an absolutely huge 3 points. Maatsen didn't have a good game, but I don't even care. Where does that put us in the table? Woo! Fifth! Fifth, boys! We're getting promoted! Eddie Howe at Cardiff, wow. Spanish lad, Arsenio Brusney. Spanish lad's fine. Spanish lad is fine. Nobody panic. Spanish lad is fine. Waghorn had a great night. A great game. 31 years old. He's the kind of player I'd normally be writing off, but actually he's had a really, really good start. Really good start to my tenure here at the club. The Athletic understand Watford has sacked Claudio Ranieri. Well, see, I feel bad for, if that's true, I feel bad for Claudio because, or Claudio, I don't even know. I can't pronounce. I feel bad for him because I just want him to do well. And I know he's already done well in terms of, like, obviously, you know, he won the league with Leicester. It doesn't get much better than that. But it's just insane that Watford are just savage. Just absolutely savage. I've just found it on Twitter. Jesus Christ. It just I mean, it just absolutely baffles me. Well, who are they going to get now, I suppose, is the question. Who do you get when you're in the position that Watford is? What manager is available who could go there and do a job for them? What manager is available who would want to go there and do a job for them? Is probably a better question. Let's have a look at the Premier League table. So Premier League table as it stands. Watford are second from the bottom. They have 14 points in 20 games. They've lost their last 3. Their goal difference is definitely not the worst, but it is amongst the worst. That's, yeah, if I was a manager, I would... Yeah, 14 games is mad. I understand that they're concerned about the position they're currently in. I understand that they want to try and change it, but I mean, and they've got Burnley next. Burnley, who are bottom. So they've got a must-win game coming up against a team who it's also a must-win game for. That's madness. That's utter madness. Who did they get? That's the question. Who do we think? Who do we think is a realistic appointment for them? Should we do his press conference? See, Lampard. I don't know about Lampard, because I mean, I know he's said that he is keen to get back into management, and he's keen for the right project to come up. I mean, I watched the overlap interview that he did, and it was quite interesting actually. So maybe Lampard, maybe, I don't know. Does he go there? I mean, here's the problem with Lampard. He's got to have such confidence in his ability to turn that team around, because if not, he's got a relegation on his CV, and a relegation on his CV is not the end of the world, but it certainly doesn't look good, especially if it's like it will be what, the third club he's been in charge of. It will be, how long was he in charge of Derby? He was in charge of Derby for 1 year. He was in charge of Chelsea for 1.5. So it would be another half a season into his career, which would make it 3 full seasons of management if he was to take over now. And he potentially has a relegation on his CV, a failed promotion, and a sacking. And I think he's a better manager than that, so I almost don't want him to go there because of that. I think it needs an experienced hand who won't be tainted by a relegation, because I worry that if Lampard goes there, he would be. But then who's available who not only wouldn't be tainted by relegation, but also would do a good job of staying up? Who is that? I mean, there's definitely someone out there, but... And there's some good players in that Watford team. It's just... It just hasn't worked for them. Just has not worked for them. Say that one. Very good player. Dyche. Do you think Dyche would actually jump ship, Tony? Do you think he'd actually be like, they're a position above us, sod it, I'm going, and they've got some more exciting players, sod it, I'm going? I want to see Sean Dyche at another club, to be fair, because I feel like he'd do a good job at and there's no disrespect to Burnley. Burnley have done incredibly well with what they have, but I'd like to see Sean Dyche, because I think he's a good manager. I'd like to see him at a club with a bit more in the way of resources. Eddie Howe when he gets sacked from Newcastle. Benitez crossed my mind. I don't know whether Rafa would want to jump into another job straight away, but if Rafa was up for it, I'd absolutely go for him. I think Rafa, if Rafa's up for it, and Rafa would be a good... Dyche at Villa would have been very interesting, to be fair, because we have more... I mean, we just have more resources to play with, don't we? So Rafa's an interesting one, because on paper it isn't a long-term appointment in a way, because Rafa is getting on a bit. However, you look at him at Newcastle, he took over a team that was destined to get relegated, put up a fight and they still got relegated, then set them up for a promotion the next season. So if he did the same thing, if they went into it thinking, okay, it's a good chance we're going down, but let's hire someone who we know can bring a team back up if we put the money in, they'll be willing to put the money in. Like, I think it's the area that Rafa... If Rafa almost wants to build another half... Like, he's got the half of his career where he wins stuff. He's had that. This could be the half of his career where he becomes the... Almost like the promotion specialist. Bring Rafa in, he's got loads of experience. Bring him into a team that's destined to get relegated. Maybe he keeps them up, maybe he doesn't. But if he doesn't keep them up, he comes back up. Jokanovic, I mean... The problem with Jokanovic is, does he have the Premier League experience? I think they want someone who's... They will want someone who's got Premier League experience or is an exciting hire. I think if Lampard said he wanted a job, they'd hire him. Even though, for the reasons I've listed, I don't think it would be a good idea. If Lampard wanted it, I think they would hire him. But beyond that, I think they will want someone who's got a bit more experience. And, I mean, I've lost track of who's already been sacked by Watford. There's been... I feel like I've had a job with Watford that's gone sideways.
When he got caught, he also
I mean, their
seriously
manager
injured a
record
house employee. It's his first offence.
is ridiculous.
He also carer for a
Like,
relative, and the only source
it'd
of
be
income
funny,
in
but we're
the home.
talking about people's lives here.
What happens to him now?
Take part in the decisions that shape lives and keep
Even though it's still
communities
kind of
safe.
funny.
Volunteer as a magistrate. You don't need any legal experience, just a sense of fairness and empathy. We'll teach you.
He has, you know.
Visit
He has, you know.
magistrate.co.uk.
From Paramount Pictures. It's finally time to grab your friends and laugh your asses off.
Dash was sat by Watford, and since then they've had 15 managers. Would you want to go back there, do you think? That's the question. I'm just having a quick look now. So, Jokanovic was in charge between October of 2014 and June of 2015. Got them promoted. So he's the one who got them promoted before this last time, I think. Yeah, the win percentage of 58.3% according to this. I mean, I'm looking at Wikipedia, so take these stats for what they're worth. Yeah, the amount of managers they've had. I mean, they had 3 permanent appointments in the year of 2019, not including Hayden Mullins as a caretaker manager. And then the same, they had 3 separate managers at different points in the year of 2020. It's just... Oh. I mean, Jokanovic, I don't know. How well did he do with Fulham again? Because he got sacked, didn't he? Got sacked and replaced by Claudio Ranieri. Well, there's a bit of poetry there, isn't there? I don't know. I mean, Steve Bruce is out of a job. Sorry, any Watford fans. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I'm confident. Not prepared to discuss team selection. Tough opposition. It's good. Ian makes it look easy, even though he had a bad game last time out. So has it been confirmed that Ranieri's gone, or is it still just being reported? I feel like it's still just being reported, which doesn't mean it's not happening. It just... It's absolute madness. It does baffle me a little bit. But, hey, if that's what they want to do, that's how they want to run their football club. At the end of the day, it depends how you look at Watford. If they're a club that stays in the Premier League for a long time, maybe not maybe it's not working so well, but if they're content with just getting to the Premier League every now and then it's obviously working for them. But I can't imagine that's going to be it. Yeah, if the Athletic are reporting it, it's going to be a thing. It's definitely going to be a thing, isn't it? Bruce Wayne get another Premier League job. Oh no, I was being very facetious when I suggested that. Very facetious. Even then, I don't even know. He looked like a broken man towards the end of his run at Newcastle, and I almost wonder whether he'll even get back into it. And even if he does, will he get back into it in England, or will he go somewhere else? It wouldn't surprise me if he wants to be a manager again, if he goes overseas to try and avoid the scrutiny. Low crosses. Do we do low crosses? Maybe we do low crosses. Where are Millwall, actually? Let's have a quick note. Millwall are currently 15th. Predicted to be 14th. Okay. Okay. Right. Oh, we've got some tired boys. Right, we definitely have to make some changes here. We'll bring Kyle in. I will put... I should have really paid attention to this, shouldn't I? Gikeres can come on and he can play as a inside forward. It genuinely wouldn't surprise me. Maybe not exactly the Vietnam national team, but it wouldn't surprise me to see him go somewhere else, and basically with the attempts to avoid the English press. It really wouldn't surprise me if that ends up happening. I think we're going to get stuffed here because we are very tired, and I don't feel like we've got enough fit players to come in and do a job. Ben Sheaf, having said that, could probably come in. I mean, he's 6 foot tall. He's not the best central defender. However, he's fitter than Hyam is. Could bring Da Costa in for Darbo. And then Spanish lad is quite tight, so we could bring Ramires in for a start. Play him as a supporting central midfielder. Ike McLeish went to Belgium. I can't remember where he went actually. Let me consult the internet. I know he did kind of disappear, and it was probably for the best that he did, if we're being completely honest. Didn't he go to Nottingham Forest? Yes, he did. And then he went to Genk, of all teams. So, left Villa, went to Forest, probably got sacked from Forest without looking. Let's have a look. Oh no, mutual consent. Then he went to Genk. And then, doesn't really confirm how he left, but he left. Then he went to an Egyptian Premier League club by the name of Zamalek. Was sacked from there. And then, of course, he was the Scotland manager for a bit, wasn't he? For a second time. Maybe Quique Sanchez Flores. I mean, if he went back there, then he's a glutton for punishment. Mourinho. Could you imagine? He says, "Nah, I don't want the Everton job. Watford's where it's at." I mean, he's that crazy and that enigmatic that I could imagine him doing something like that just because. Like, for no other real reason other than it'd be a bit of a meme. And I don't consider Mourinho to be a memey person, but I do kind of think it would be the kind of crazy thing he would do. We're going to rest Spanish lad for this one. Big Sam. I mean, to be fair, thank you, Russ. Much appreciated. I feel like there needs to be another Big Sam come along, if that makes sense. Like, we need the next generation of Big Sam. Maybe Rafa Benitez is it, just he's had a lot more experience. Hear me out, Troy Deeney. I mean, has he even taken any coaching badges? Like, because he's still playing at Birmingham, isn't he? I know he's left Watford, but I'm sure he's still playing. So would he even want to? Go there? Because he'd effectively stop playing, wouldn't he? Like, because he wouldn't be getting into Watford's team, so he'd be coming there, basically to retire as a footballer. So I don't know whether that would necessarily happen. There's a romantic side of me that says, yeah, that'd be kind of cool to see him go there. But then I also have the side of me that thinks, yeah, but it'd be like when Alan Shearer went to Newcastle and was just set up to fail from the get-go. I think that's the best we can do with the team, to be honest with you. So, right. Wants to press the goalkeeper. He's got a weak left foot, so we'll do that as well. George Evans. He's got 2 good feet. Why are we doing that? I'd rather going hard on him. Kefton Bells. Got a weak left foot. That'll do. That'll do plenty. Jed Wallace. Also, I don't really like Troy Deeney, and I don't really want to enforce that onto Watford. So, although I would quite like to see Troy Deeney do it just to watch him not succeed, no offence, I'm not a fan of him. I don't really want to inflict that onto Watford because I don't have any negative feelings towards them. If I was going to pick anyone, I'd pick Rafa. I'd say Rafa would be the best solution. With the long-term plan of, if we get relegated, Rafa can get us back up. Because he's shown he can do it at Newcastle. And it's Newcastle who didn't have the money and probably had less money at the time then than Watford do now, I would imagine. So, he's proven he can do it. Right, that's the 11. I'm not going to run through the team. In fact, no, I am, because we made a few changes, actually. Wilson in goal. Da Costa, Mefedzian, Clark Salter and Matson in defence. Harmer, Merida and Ramires in midfield with Waghorn and Gyökeres supporting Walker up front. El Grande Rafael. Right, emergency save, and we'll get into this game. We're heavily rotated. We've got some tired legs out there, but we've had a good couple of games. I do feel like we're due one going wrong. Maybe yourself as Watford boss. Now, you see, the problem there is... Whilst I appreciate the implication that I would be good in that role, there's far more deserving people out there than I. And also, I mean, to be fair, if when you see the end of my West Ham save on YouTube, it supports your theory because I do prove myself to be quite a good manager on there, is all I will say. Quite a good manager indeed. Well, just get absolutely smashed here, because that's usually what happens when you're talking about getting a job. Everything goes wrong in your current one. Yeah, my vote would be on Rafa if he wants it, but I've got a feeling Rafa won't jump straight into a job. He'll want some time out, just to let things kind of settle, I reckon. Because, I mean, I've got to imagine, although he's got quite a thick skin, and he's been in this job a long time, I have to imagine that he's had a pretty terrible time at Everton. I mean, he was on a hiding to nothing before we went there, really, wasn't he? But I can't imagine him wanting just to jump straight back into a job, especially one in such a high-pressure situation as a relegation battle. So it'll be very interesting to see who does get that job, and whether they can do the job, and whether they can actually get Watford to stay up. I'm intrigued to see who is going to be the Everton boss as well, if I'm being completely honest. I know all of the talk has been, we've won a penalty here, boys. We've gone and won a bloody penalty. I don't know what for, but I'll take it. Leave my Everton thoughts for a moment. Walker to take. He steps up and he buries it. 1-0.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah, I'm still quite intrigued about the Everton job because I know the favourite. I mean, it's looking more and more like it's going to be. It's going to be Gary Miller. Gary Miller. How are you, my dude? How's things? How you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. It is much appreciated. How was your stream? I hope it was good. Welcome all to Coventry. Welcome to My first stream of 2022, my first stream in a couple of months, and you've brought a goal with you as well. You've brought a goal with you as well, so even more thanks for that.
Yes! Yes!
Much appreciated, guys. Thank you very much. I hope, but again, yeah, I hope you've had a good stream, mate, and I hope everyone's enjoyed the stream who's come over, and I hope you have a lovely time here as well. I hope you do. Yeah, Everton. Wayne Rooney. I don't know. I don't know if I would be looking at Wayne Rooney if I was the Everton board and thinking, yeah, he's my man. I don't know if I'd be thinking that. It's no disrespect to Rooney. He's doing a good job in difficult conditions at Derby this season, I think, but I just don't see it. Keep it up, lads. All I've got to say. And that's the other problem for Watford as well. If indeed the reports are true, they've got to compete with anyone who's looking at that Everton job as well. Even if Everton have already made their mind up, Everton are going to have a couple of backup options, aren't they? So it's gonna make it really difficult for Watford, because at the moment, who's a more interesting proposition? Is it Everton? Is it Watford? I mean, it's the team that's not in the relegation zone, isn't it? Let's be completely honest. Right. I'm really worried because they are having more opportunities than we are. Again, we are kind of overachieving at this point because we're only meant to be mid-table and we're currently playoff positions. So, and we are 2 goals ahead. I was about to get myself ready to go. We're only 1 goal ahead. So I'm not overly worried about this at the moment, but I do not like how we get. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember before Christmas whether we were getting dominated in the second half of games, but we certainly have been in this stream a little bit. Oh, if we could have got a third there, that would have made me feel better. That would have made me feel a lot better. Oh, Gyökeres doing the defensive work there. Maybe he's a left winger, Gyökeres. Maybe he's a left winger. I mean, he scored today. He's having a good time. Did some defensive work there before, so maybe, just maybe. Okay. You stupid man. Right, what do we do? Okie dokie. Well, we've already got Ramires on, who can play in the defensive midfield role. So let's pop him there and pop him as a halfback. Waghorn's had a shocking game, so I feel like he could be for the chop. So actually, let's bring Shipley on for Waghorn. Swap you 2 rounds. Have you do that. Have you on support so you can get out wide a little bit. Just leave the Costa exposed a little bit though, doesn't it? That's the only problem with that. We could go to a diamond actually. Yeah, I'm thinking you could be right there, mate. You could be right. No worries, Gary. Thank you again for the raid, my man. It's good to see you. It's been a while. Again, hope the stream was good. Hope you had fun. I'll catch you later. You're thinking like a 4-1-3-1. I find that an interesting concept. I do. I definitely want to keep Gyökeres on. Tell you what, we're going to change you to an advanced playmaker on support. And we'll just make sure you guys are staying in this area, not adventuring too forward. Can Gikaris... I mean, he can kind of play... He can kind of do Shadow Striker things. He can kind of do Shadow Striker things. So... Just literally, as you've just said that, I've just been thinking to myself, let's have a look at the fitness of these wing backs. Because the other option would be we just go 4-4-1. Let's go with a flat midfield 4, which we could kind of do with the players we've got on the pitch. Shipley could go out wide, so we could put Shipley there. Ramires comes back in the middle. Gikares can do a job there. I'm thinking something like that. Maybe we change Marida to a deep line playmaker on support. Just gives us a bit of cover out wide. But then here's the problem I've got with this. It's inviting pressure. And we've only got one player applying the pressure onto them. That's the only thing I've got, and with the amount of time we've got left, if they put pressure on us, we could crumble. Well, I could see us conceding 2 goals in the time we've got left if we crumble mentally. And we've got some anxious boys out there. Admittedly, we could sub a couple of them off, but... Okay, Matson's going to come off, and we're going to bring on Darbo. We're then going to go back to having 3 in midfield. We're going to widen that midfield ever so slightly. And we're going to put Gikares... I don't know about up front necessarily, but I'm just toying around with it at the moment. Maybe as a... This is not necessarily what I'm doing, I'm just having a bit of a mess around here. I'm actually thinking something like this purely because it's putting a bit more pressure on them and not just letting them invite pressure onto us. Got 2 players who are pushing up here. We've got these guys who are sitting back, but they're looking to be a bit more proactive. We've solved one of the issues with one of the wing backs. And then, if we commit to that, who do we make as a final change? We've got O'Hare, who's knackered. Liam Kelly and Ben Sheaf are both options. My other thinking is, by having this midfield, it's our normal shape, so it doesn't affect our tactic too much. Liam Kelly is someone who hasn't played any football for us yet, but a good defensive midfielder he makes. And I'm genuinely looking at Marida and thinking he looks anxious and tired. So if we bring Liam Kelly on, swap him with swap him with Ramires, have Liam Kelly at the base of the midfield, doing Liam Kelly things, and have Ramires as support. I think I'm going to do that. We're a little bit wider just to compensate for the for these guys, so they're not too close in the middle, so they're getting out a little bit. We're still going to our fullbacks. I'm assuming they're still playing 2 up top. I'm going to drop... No, I'm going to keep the line up there, just to keep a bit of pressure on them. That's a bit of a gamble, but we're going to do it. Bit of a gamble. Corner to them. Headed it clear. Wow, clear-ish. Kefta Bells. Going to try and get it in. Fedian clears it, and Walker is on it as a counter-attack. Are we going to make it 3 with 10 men? We're not. At least not yet anyway. That was a great opportunity, and Walker didn't take it. No worries, Russ. I think we gave away a free kick there. We'll drop a bit of praise now. That was professionally done by the boys. I am very proud of them. I am very proud of them. Harmer needs to look at himself in the mirror, quite frankly. That's another huge result. I mean, I don't care that you demotivated, quite frankly. You demotivated me. We're third! What is going on? We're third! I'm aware of how high-pitched my voice just went. I don't really care. That's insane. Utterly baffling. Wow. Banned for 1 match. Well, we're definitely fining him. Referee's decision was probably justified. I mean, yeah. We're not going to appeal because I don't remember ever winning an appeal. Just feels like a waste of time. I can't believe we won that. That was incredible. Steely resolve. Ugly challenge. We'll say that one. We don't want to bury him too much. Don't want to bury him too much. So Ramires is going to play as the halfback, I think, for the next game. And then we'll bring Spanish lad back into the squad. And I think Marita didn't have the best of games, so we'll bring Shipley back in, because Shipley has been a very, very good midfielder for us so far. Tyler Walker has to stay in the team at the moment because he's just playing so well. And I think Callum O'Hare can come in. I mean, Gutierrez did score in the last game, so I'll tell you what. Put Gutierrez on the right. I don't really want to play him as any of these things. We'll play him as a winger, because we're playing narrow, so he will still get into the middle and still have an effect on the game. Even though he shouldn't be doing it, he will, because that just ends up happening on FM quite a bit. I really feel like we should be getting you some football, shouldn't we, Sunshine? So let's make you available for that. But Parker, we called you back from loan, didn't we? So really, we should be giving you some football. So Waghorn didn't have a good game, so we'll give him a rest out this time.
Hey guys, it's Billie Eilish.
Maphasian had a good game, actually, so he can stay in. We'll bring Darbo back in, even though DeCosta had a good game. 4 days until our game with Crew, so we'll just rest a few players. We'll rest these guys for 1. What's the training intensity like? Have I got it on double? I've only got it on I've only got it on normal. That's a bit of a concern. So what's that? That's 3 games played, 3 games won so far. The hell have I done here? Oh, I didn't put championship in, that's why. Yeah. 3 games played, 3 games won. Boys! Who said this football malark is bloody difficult? We're 3 points off the top. 3 points. 3 points. I was going to say I was expecting them to come up and have a bit of a moan. We do need to get him playing a bit more football, so we'll say that one. That went better than expected, actually. Thompson fielding, and we'll get a couple more of these guys in if we can. Yeah, we'll get those guys in. I think these are friendly, so I don't think it actually matters who goes in them. I'm very proud of the boys for this run, actually. I genuinely am. I didn't expect to have as good a start. I remember when I first started this save, I was thinking we're going to struggle to begin with, and then we'll get into the swing of the season. But actually, we've been a lot better than I was expecting. My concern is if we actually get promoted this year, we won't be ready for the Premier League. So we'll have to use the Premier League money that comes in as intelligently as we can. And I'm not exactly the most intelligent person, so that could all go horribly, horribly wrong. I was going to look at something. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't tactically. It wasn't tactically. It was something else. What was I going to look at? Oh, my brain. My brain does worry me sometimes. It does worry me. What was I going to look at? I mean, let's have a look at dynamics while we're here. It's all looking good. All looking promising. We haven't upset anyone yet. I'm imagining it will be happening soon. I feel like it was something with training I was going to look at. Doesn't matter for now. It'll come to me. Chance conversion, match tactics. Change match tactics to teamwork. Oh, that was it. Corner routine. So, Spanish lad is tall, as is you. That'll do. I'll have you that way round. Let's have a quick look at the attacking instructions. So we've got 6'1" and 6'2". I mean, 6'2" should be the one going there, really. And then have I got them swapped around this side? No, I don't. So I'll keep them that way round. Who do we have? Do that. And you need to be back here. You can go here. You two can swap round. In fact, for this one, let's have you. Gutierrez can go there, actually. And let's have. Ramires can come short, and you can be running into the box. So we'll have the two routines slightly different, and we'll do it that way. Oh, now the West Ham one's up here. Goodness me. That'll do. That'll do. Right, how long have we been on? Okay, we'll go to 3 hours and we'll call it a quits there. I just thought I've completely stuffed up the training that I wanted to do today, but never mind. See how it works. Alexandra, Carabao Cup. Oh, can I use the goalkeeper that I signed that I didn't need? I can, if I wanted to. Well, he can definitely go on the bench, if nothing else. We'll put him on the bench for Liam Kelly, because Liam Kelly needs some football. He's 2.5-star goalkeeper, so actually he's not been a bad signing. How does he compare to Ben Wilson? Right, fielding is a better shot stopper, not as good in the air, not as eccentric, not as quick, but mentally he's better and he's got better communication skills. Let's give him a start. Seeing as it's one of the few games he can play until January. Say that one. So we have an excellent chance. Covering well. I mean, I'd love to keep Spanish lad, especially if we get promoted. That'd be amazing. Especially if Spanish lad grows while he's here, which, to be fair, we've got good training facilities. So that happens. Sky Bet Team of the Week announced. Do we have any players in it? No? Really? I would have thought we'd have at least 1 or 2 players in it. Find that a bit rude, to be quite honest with you. I need to change one of these, actually, because we don't need all of these, do we? Let's have Premier League, that one, and let's have... I tell you what, no, what we really want is probably League One as well, don't we? We want to see the teams that might be coming up, so... I mean, you've done that in the complete wrong order, Stu, so let's do that again. So Premier League, Championship, and League One. So Portsmouth and Sunderland currently first and second, so they could be coming up. At the moment, Fulham and Bournemouth are the 2 teams that are ahead of us. Cardiff, West Brom, and Hull, and Bristol City all level on points. So it's nice and tight at the top so far. And currently Liverpool leading the Premier League with Wolves in second place. Villa in 8th. I'll take that all day long. Delightful. Delightful. Right, let's get at least into October. They don't want to sell Spanish lad. To be fair, I wouldn't want to either. I wouldn't sell him if he was my player. But that's not the point. The point is I want to buy him. Josh Pask. Obviously doing some good things at Sunderland. Right, Spanish lad is fit. That's glorious. Crew versus Coventry. Man City and Tottenham are still going. Brentford play Forest Green. Bristol City play Leeds. Fulham play Wigan. Leicester play Wolves. West Brom play Sheffield. West Ham play Burnley. Let's do it, boys. I reckon we should defend more narrowly. I'm inclined to agree, actually. They playing with a false 9. Crew Alexandra. Behave yourselves. Playing with a false 9. What's this nonsense? A false 9. My word. Who do they think they are? Peak Barcelona? Will Jaskalainen, is that the, is he a relation of the Jaskalainen I'm thinking of? Former Bolton Wanderers and, I think, West Ham goalkeeper? I'm assuming son or, like, nephew or something. He's gotta be. You'll see Jaskalainen's son. Interesting. I didn't know that. Give him a cheeky scout. Not because it's going to unsettle him in any way, shape or form. Just because I'm genuinely interested. It does unsettle him, however. Wouldn't say no. Yes, we're putting him onto his right foot, putting him onto his left foot. Scott Robertson, right foot. Yeah. Probably don't need to do this for a team that's not as good as we are. Leave him alone. Right, Ben Knight. Matthew Blake. I'll have a look in a minute. He's definitely not starting. Matthew Blake. I'll have a look in a sec. I'll have a nose. Right foot. Ben Knight, right foot. Doesn't like. Can play with his right foot. Left foot. Doesn't like. Yeah. All suits playing narrow. Elliot Thorpe in the middle. Get rid of that. Put going hard on him. And Cashket will take off of that. Right. Let's have a look at Ben. Let's have a look at Matthew Blake. This Matthew Blake, he's a left back, so that it's got to be that one, surely. Right, we're going to give him a scout, see how he is. Can't imagine he would cost us that much if we were to look at him. He's got some decent potential, potentially. Potentially decent potential. We'll give him a scout, we'll see what he's like. Okay. Drop a quick emergency save just in case there's any power cuts. Here is the 11 for the Carabao Cup game against Crewe versus Coventry. It is Frank Fielding in goal, Darbo, McFadzean, Hyam and Matson in defence, Ramires, Shipley and Spanish lad in midfield with Gyökeres, O'Hare and Walker up front. Let's get to it. Let's see if we can do a football and get through to the next round. Hopefully we can. Squad number to Frank Fielding, who does get a game for us. We're going to give him... I'm not giving him the number 12. We'll give him the number 27. That'll do. That'll do. Let's do it, boys. Let's go out there and win some football. Keep it going, boys. Not very motivated for the game. That's a bit disappointing. Right, come on, boys. Might put the match speed up a little bit quicker. Put it up one. That needs to be quicker as well. Is this the camera angle it's always been at, or have I just not been paying attention? I think I've not just been paying attention. Gyökeres nearly puts it in the back of the net there. And we're going to have a corner. Shipley whips it in with our new look corner routine. And our new look corner routine, which is only ever so slightly different, works. And Dominic Hyam puts it in the back of the net. 1-0 to Coventry against Crewe in the 11th minute. Lovely, lovely stuff. That'll do beautifully. And again, I forgot.
Yes! Yes!
Get in there, boys. Get in there. Right, this is bugging me. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. This is actually bugging me. Coventry stats. Coventry formation. There we go. That's better. No longer bugging me. No longer is that going to bug me. We are letting them come back into the game a little bit, which is a bit of a concern. However, we are 1-0 ahead. Point the finger. Find another gear. And we'll tell Tyler Walker he's not been good enough. Demand more from the boys, because really, we can do more. That'll do. That'll do. Hyam with the assist this time from the corner. Gets it to Walker. And our set-piece routine that we tweaked ever so slightly before this game has definitely had an impact. Definitely had an impact. Changes we've made have definitely helped. Putting Hyam in a different position, being the one to mainly attack the ball, and making sure that we have Walker on the other side, ready to pounce if there's anything, definitely has helped. And we are 2-0 up. Right, let's have a look at some substitutions, shall we? Mafezian's not had a good game. Darbo's actually picked up a knock, a thigh injury, so he's going to come straight off for Da Costa. That's changed things ever so slightly. Mafezian can come off for Ben Sheaf. We haven't had some game time for Ben Sheaf in a while, so he can come on. I don't really want to make the third substitution already. I think the other substitution will either be Papaga or Merida. Get Merida a little bit more game time, I think, is what I'd like to do. We'll give him the last 10 or so minutes. I think that makes the most sense. I mean, I'd like a goal from open play as well. That'd be nice. Nice little passing from Crew in their own half. And just launched the ball forward aimlessly. Maatsen now. Looking to get forward. Gives the ball away, which is a little bit sloppy. It's a ball forward, and it could be 2-1 here. Indeed, it is 2-1. And I'm going to demand more from the players again, because I'm a little bit frustrated with the way that we've just let that happen. We shouldn't be letting them do that. Spanish lad is going to be the one to come off, and it is going to be Merida to come on. We'll make him an advanced playmaker on support. We can just get the ball, guys. Just get the ball, boys. That'd be great. Okay, do you know what? A result's a result. We had a new goalkeeper in. We're missing our star defensive midfielder. If we can win games when we haven't played that well, then we're on to a winner for the season. Can't complain too much. Well, I could, but there's no point. No point at all. Right. We win. We beat the Railwaymen. Bit harsh. I think we are pretty good, actually. Darbo out for a week. But we have got Peterborough coming up, so we could probably get away with not having him play. So we're going to leave it to the physio. We're not going to put injections into him. Sheaf is close to triggering a clause where you have to pay 26k to West Ham. Good to know. Dominic Hyam definitely deserves a pat on the head. Some good set piece things done by him. We'll say that one. Don't get ahead of ourselves. Say that one. Coped well. Would love to add him. To be fair, Maatsen has been pretty good for us for the most part. For the most part. There's been a couple of times when I've been a little bit concerned by him, but... Right, let's move things around again. We'll put Salter in for Mafedzian. Didn't have a good game last time, Mafedzian. Everyone else did alright, though, to be fair. I'm not unhappy with the rest of the players. I'm definitely not playing Ben Sheaf as a Caroliero. Caroliero. Where did that come from? A Caroliero. Stuart, learn how to say the things. I need to get him some game time as well, to be fair. He can play most of the positions we need him to be fair. Harmer's back, actually, so Ben Sheaf straight away can just get out. And we'll put Harmer back in. We'll put him in for Spanish lad, actually, and then we'll swap him and Ramires around. And we'll do that. Gikeres can stay in, as can Callum O'Hare. In fact, where is Waghorn? Waghorn can go back on the bench. In fact, we'll put him on there for him, and then we'll keep Papaga, because Papaga, again, to be fair, he was on loan. The least we can do if we called him back from his loan is make sure we get some game time. And then another defender on the bench. We'll put Ben Sheaf back there. No worries, Russ. You missed us. I can't remember when you went actually, but we definitely missed a beat Crew 2-1 in the Carabao Cup, so we're through to the next round of that. The goalkeeper that we can't play in the league made his debut, so you've not missed a lot. You've not missed a lot. How's our tactical familiarity coming? It's coming along nicely. Let's have a quick look at training to come. We'll change you to attacking movement. We'll change you to teamwork. We'll change you to delivery there. We'll get rid of this. 5:21 PM. I don't even know what time it is. Yeah, probably just that game then, to be honest with you. And then we're going against Peterborough. We'll yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, sweet. That works. Well, that works. I mean, an A is the least I should get, really, so far. I am genuinely impressed with how this team is doing. Genuinely impressed. So a quick look at the fitness of players, actually. We've got a couple of days left. We've got some tired players. I should have looked at this a bit earlier, actually. Right, we'll try and get these guys as fit as possible, and then if we need to rotate, we will. There's no way Watford want Steve Bruce as a manager. They must think that that's the best they can do right now without making a massive commitment. And if they genuinely think he's the right person for it, then more power to them. But I can't believe for a second that they want Steve Bruce as a manager. Oh! Well. How's that as a draw? Everton. 15th. Rafa's still the manager. The bank balance is pretty terrible. Now, part of me wants to say that's a terrible draw for us. On the other hand, we're going to be going to their stadium, which is how big? It is 39,000. Actually, I've just thought our capacity is not too different to theirs. So, I was going to say we might get a decent payday, but that's not really going to affect us at all, is it? So, okay. Okay. Well, it's, you know what? It's who we've got. There could have been worse draws. We'll take it. It's a classic 4-4-2 from Peterborough United. Sorry, Kev, but I'm going to have to beat them. You watch, they'll beat me now. Stream's been going too well so far. Say that one. Say that one. Yeah. That all works. Genuinely, the idea of a football club in any situation wanting Steve Bruce kind of hurts my brain. Manchester City target with a place in Argentina forward Julian Alvarez. To be fair, Julian Alvarez has been sick for me on my West Ham save. Absolutely sick. Right, why are these bozos unhappy? Okay, 2 of them aren't happy with the individual training. Let me guess, it's going to be quickness training. Yep. And then Gustavo Harmer wants to do more quickness training. Alright. There we go. Should be problem solved. Ferguson rules out chances of resting on laurels. Okay. Give some of these guys a bit of a pat on the head. And we'll double check in on Callum O'Hare as well, see whether he's sorted his developments out. Hopefully he has. Not in the slightest. Right, we're going to have a look at him because there's something we're doing that he's not interacting well with, obviously. Coventry chairperson Tim Fisher sensationally quashed reports of a potential takeover at the club. Okay, that's interesting. I'd quite like a takeover if it was well backed financially, because we could do with the money. We could genuinely do money. Oh, for goodness sake. But we've planned for him in our 11 for this game, and you're making the decision the day of the game. And even if we appeal against it, he's not going to be able to play in this game, is he? Oh, for goodness sake. Right. Spanish lad, you're back in. Oh. I'm not kicking the balls. And because I didn't properly rotate players for the Carabao Cup, we have got some tired legs out here. So, Gutierrez can go back out there. We'll bring Waghorn back in.
A young man has been
Does mean we don't have a striker on the bench, but we have got 3 strikers technically starting, so that's okay. Ramires is tired, but it's fine. We've got Liam Kelly on the bench who can come on. And Hyam's a little bit tired as well, but he should be fine. Peterborough are, for context, in 20th place. So I can't imagine it being too challenging a game in the nicest possible way. No offence, Peterborough fans out there. No offence is meant. Right. They reckon we should be attacking. They reckon we should be more direct. I don't really want to change too much, if I'm being completely honest with you. We are going to make... Yeah, we're going to full-backs. That's fine. Right. Mark Beavers. Press him onto his right foot. Sariki Dembele. We'll have him on his left foot. We're not going to man-mark him. Charlie Musonda. Going hard on him. Already am. That's great. Don't think he's got a overly weak foot. We will put him on his left though. Ollie Norburn. We'll press. Harrison Burrows. Can go on his right foot. Sure. And then we've got Ricky J. Jones, who's got a terrible left foot. And Johnson Clark Harris, who will leave alone. That'll do. Okay. Oh! Game against Peterborough United in the Championship. Our Coventry City team for today is as follows. Wilson in goal. Da Costa, Clark Salter, Hyam and Matson in defence. Ramires, Shipley and Spanish lad in midfield. With Waghorn and Gutierrez supporting Walker up front. Let's do this. Let's go. Boom. Boom. Oh god, yeah. As I said earlier in the stream, I am very, very tempted at some point to upload this stream just in its entirety onto the YouTube channel. I might even do an edited version if I can. If I have the time to do that, I might even do that. I haven't fully committed to either yet. I'm just having to think about it at the moment. I'm a bit concerned that we've let them have a corner, but we've cleared it beautifully, and Waghorn is going to get on the end of it. Hold it up a little bit for some more players. Gets it over to Gutierrez. Can Gutierrez get it in the back of the net? No, he cannot, because he's got the composure of a gnat. I don't even know how much composure gnats have, but you get my point. It wasn't good. Throw in to Matson. Gets it to Spanish lad. Back to Matson. Walking out, holding it up. Shipley, looking for options. Gets it into Waghorn. Tries to get it to Gutierrez. It was a nice idea, but it did not pay off. Spanish lad, over to Waghorn. Go try and get it back in. Gets it to Gutierrez. Gutierrez with the header, but Pim manages to knock it over the bar. I'm assuming that's not a relation to Hank Pym. If it was, then I think that it is a bit of a cheat when he can just make his hands go bigger. Oh God, Russ, what have you bloody posted? Let me let me pause and have a read of this. Breaking the Premier League breaking. The Premier League can today confirm that between Monday the 17th of January and Sunday the 23rd of January, 6,221 COVID-19 tests were administered on players and club staff. Of these, there were 16 new positive cases. This is the 4th week in a row the number of positive results has decreased, and the lowest number of positives in a week since the 5th of December. That's good. That's definitely good news. So hopefully there's not going to be any more of the potential postponements which have been labelled as COVID but really haven't been. Like, because I think there have been 1 or 2 clubs. I mean, it's nothing new for me to say that because it's been in the news, but there have been 1 or 2 clubs who have kind of taken the mick with the let's move that down a little bit. Taking the mick a little bit with the potential to rearrange things. Oh, we're going to concede here. Oh, Ricky J. Jones has put it wide. Right, boys, we need to be doing better than this. I know we're only on positive, but we need to be doing better than this. We're just lumping the ball forward, which is a bit of a concern. Right, what's up? We're on shorter passing. Right, be a bit more expressive, boys. I'm going to go to attacking, I think, as well. Swip's in. Oh. Right, we're going attacking. And we're demanding more. I'm not happy with our start here. We should be far and away the better team. Oh, we're giving away a silly free kick as well. This is where we're going to come unstuck, because we're going to give away a silly free kick. And we're going to let, or like just a set piece in general. Make your centre-backs take less risks as well. I'm fairly confident I've already got that on. I'll have a look at half-time, because that's something I do in general anyway. Because unless the player has got good stats, I don't tend to let them play expansive stuff. You watch, I haven't done it now. Take fewer risks. Yeah, I've even got closed down less on because I don't like it. I don't know if anyone else has this in FM, but when your player challenges someone for an aerial duel and it's almost like your player almost takes a step too far and he just goes over their head. I hate it when that happens, so I don't like them doing it. I'd rather my defenders stay back and deal with it. So yeah, I've got that set up on both of... Yeah, on both of them. Lads. Right. You can have fewer risks as well. Just in case. Bash the arms. Far from pleased. Go out there and do it. Go out there and do it. Point the finger. Not happy with your finishing. Right. That has motivated them. Encourage the boys. Come on. Oh, it's lovely. That's lovely football from Walker, and he just gives it away with the pass. Heads it back. That's nicely done. Yeah, that might be the other thing, to be fair. I mean, I've not long had the attacking mentality on. It was positive, so... Alternatively, everything's fine. Alternatively, everything's fine. I am going to do what you say, though, because I think that is right. I think we'll give that a bit of a go. But, yeah, we started the game on positive, and it's only, like, around the 30-minute mark, I think we went to attacking, so it was already not going well. This is much better, though. That's much better. Much more compact in the attacking areas. Exactly what we want to see. Now, if we can do it again, just for a bit more security, I'd be very happy. What I don't like is the fact that they have had more chances and better chances. Well, not better chances, but they've had more chances on target. And they're about to score as well. We are so lucky Ricky J. Jones is having a bad game. We are so lucky. Right, throw in. Matson gets to Gutierrez. Ramires. Matson. Back to Ramires. Back to Hyam. Shipley. Spanish lad. Into Waghorn. What a goal that would have been. What a goal. I was contemplating taking Spanish lad off. And then he goes and does that. Right, Shipley. Whips it in. Heads it over. I am still thinking, to be fair, Matson needs to come off. He's having the worst game of his life. Doing it now. Dominic Hyam's having a poor one as well. And Gutierrez, a Spanish lad, you've got a reprieve. Right, that's the first change. Dominic Thompson comes on. Hyam's rating has improved. It's like he knows that I've been looking at him. Gutierrez can come off for Callum O'Hare. And I am now looking at Spanish Lad again. But I am also looking at players who are tired. One of them being Dominic Hyam. I mean, if we can score a seconds, makes me feel a lot better. Or we can just give the ball away and leave ourselves open to a counter-attack from Mickey J. Jones, who still can't finish. Which is preferable for me. I'm quite happy for him not to finish. Right, corner for Peterborough. Borres whips it in, and it's scrambled around, and it somehow goes out for a throw to Peterborough that we don't see. Right, final change. We have got a lot of tired players out here. And I am going to make it Spanish Lad who comes off, but I'm actually going to bring Liam Kelly on. It's the same change we made in the last game. No worries, Tony. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm only going to be on for probably one more game anyway, so it's good to see you on here again, mate. I am going to make more of an effort to be on a bit more, but thank you for the support. It is much appreciated, my man. And I'll try and catch you in one of your streams soon as well. Cheers, man. Much appreciated. And also, I know I said it in the Discord, but thank you for that message. It was very much appreciated. Just someone checking in. So thank you very much for that, sir. Right, Ramires. We'll have you be box to box, I think. We'll have you be box to box. Liam Kelly, what do you prefer to do? It's going to be ball winning midfielder, isn't it? Well, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. And I think I might even drop the line back one. And we're going to go narrow. Do that. Make me proud, boy. Make me proud. I don't know how high our tempo is actually. I might turn the tempo down and we can just retain a bit of possession. That'd be good. Shipley, Waghorn, Walker. We've got some lovely passing in this Coventry team. Some lovely passing. Waghorn. Oh, we're trying to be a bit too fancy there, but we have retained possession. As it stands, Hyam has played his way back into this game. He was going to be a player who was going to be subbed off, but actually he has really played his way back into form in this game. And I am quite impressed with that. But we have now given the ball away. And Sammy Smodix is forward, and he can finish. And we have bottled it in the last moment. I'm going to berate the team. We're going to change these again. We're going to go forward. I'm absolutely furious that we've just done that. However, to be fair, we've had a great run in this episode. So, context is king. That is infuriating. Oh, God, really? They have been the better team in this game. That's the infuriating thing. They have been the better team. As soon as Tony goes, we lose the game. Not a fan. I blame Tony for going. I just realised we're distributing to the wings. Oh, this is a gut punch of a game, this is. But it is what it is. Let's passing the ball around now. Very nicely as well, which is frustrating. If we can win the ball off of them. That'd be great. Oh, if they'd have got a third, I'd have been even more furious. Well, we've let ourselves down there. We have let ourselves down. We had a little 5-game unbeaten run there as well, so that is actually really, really infuriating. We've got Luton next, which again should be a game we win, but that should have been a game that we win. Right. Maatson we can't find, but we can certainly have a word with him. Point the finger, not good enough. Ramires didn't play well enough, so we'll give him a day's wage fine. We'll give Gyökeres a fine as well. Just not good enough. Not good enough in the slightest. To be fair, it's probably me not keeping an eye on the tiredness of our players. Because we did have some tired legs out there, so we do need to freshen some of these boys up. Right. Training, rest, 3 days off. Salter and Spanish lad can have 2 days off. And then let's tentatively have a look at this 11. So Maatson can't play the next game after that performance. He just can't. Like, physically he can, but I'm not playing him after that performance. It was pathetic. Darbo should be fit, so he can come back onto the bench. I might start Darbo depending on what his fitness is like when we get to the game. I'm tempted to play Merida actually. In fact, we'll bring Gyökeres out for Callum O'Hare.
Hey guys, it's Billie Eilish. Listen to today's.
I'm so deflated. That shouldn't have been a concern. We should have won that game, no problem. Right, let's train you to be on attack. I'd rather you be on attack. What trait? Dribbling. Give him like a dribbling, like a movement one. Try and get him to cut inside as well. Right. Press conference. No worries, Russ. No worries, mate. So that one. Yeah. Say that one. I'll back the player here. Say that one. Oh, that was very frustrating. Very frustrating. Right, we definitely are going to do the Luton game. Just see if we can end the stream in winning ways. That's the hope. It's nothing more than a hope. Goodness me. We're still doing well. We're still doing very, very well. Let's not be too disheartened. Very easy to get disheartened when it goes against you. But we've still had a very, very, very good stream. And we're still, I mean, where are we in the championship? We're still overachieving. We're still overachieving. Right. So if we put Kelly onto half a game. And all the others don't really matter. I think part of it is our coaching. We need to get enough coaches to make the way that we want to train work. And I wonder whether we can... No, we still can't ask for more coaches. I'm not happy with our coaching setup at the moment. We need more bodies in there. Or at least we need better bodies in there. Louis Barry's not really good enough, is he? I'd like to sign Louis Barry at some point, but I'd want him to develop a bit first. Or see whether he can develop a bit first is probably a better way of phrasing it. Right. So a quick look at this monthly staff meeting. Right. Move on. Move on. I'll sort that out myself. Stop. Move on. Yeah, do you know what? Let's do that. The cost, yeah, fine. Fine. Move on. Move on. Move on. I'm doing that myself. He's definitely not getting it at the moment because he got sent off in the last bloody game. Well, not in the last game, in his last appearance. He wants to do tactical tracking training. Okay, we can try and work that out. Tom Bilson, he's the one we want to be calling back. Jordan Shipley has been very, very good for us. Are you any good? You're average. Are you any good? You're average. I don't know how you guys are compared to what we've got, so probably not at the moment. You know what? We'll move on from all of that and we'll just get to this game. Right. Luton Town, 11th place. We are currently doing better than they are. This is the game we should be winning. And look at the game we've got afterwards. Jesus Christ. Fulham. Bloody Fulham. What's that nonsense? Right, they are predicted, Luton, to finish 11th. So they are bang in where they should be. We, on the other hand, are predicted to finish 17th. We are overachieving. So, this might actually not be as easy as I thought it would be. However, to be fair, we've been doing pretty well. I am not central to my camera whatsoever. Say that one. Bounce back with a win. Delighted. I feel suitably prepared. Wait and see. Right, let's do this. Let's do this. Callum O'Hare's injured for 2 days, so he's probably going to be out of this game. That's really frustrating. I don't really want to risk him if he's picked up any kind of knock. So Gyökeres can come back in. We'll bring in Godden. And Darbo, will give him until tomorrow just to see whether he's going to be fit. Here we go. Luton away. Marco Russ and Callum O'Hare both being called up. Okay, let's do this. So, they're playing a 4-3-1-2. We're being recommended to hit early crosses. We will do just that. I'm also going to drop this front line back one. Standard and higher sometimes does work. They're playing 2 strikers up front, so we're going to go out to the full-backs again. Opposition. Let's try and not overcomplicate this time, because I think I did that in the last game. Right, left foot. Luke Berry. Left foot. Carlos Gomez. Left foot. And then these guys, unless it's in the reds. Right, yeah, you're on your left foot, mate. Get rid of these. I don't like these. Carlos Mendes Gomez. What's your bravery like? Pretty shocking. You look really good. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? I mean, to be fair, I say he looks really good. It looks alright. We'll press him. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, final game of the stream. Luton versus Coventry in the Championship. It's 7th versus 11th, or more accurately, it's 11th versus 7th. We being higher placed in the table than they are at the moment. But we are definitely the ones overachieving. They are bang on where they are expected to be. So this is the 11. It is Wilson in goal, Da Costa, Clark-Salter, Hyam and Thompson in defence, Ramires, Shipley and Merida in midfield, with Waghorn and Gyökeres supporting Walker up front. Callum O'Hare ruled out with an injury. Frank Tidabo back, only on the bench, but he is there as an option. Let's do it, shall we? Let's go and get, hopefully, another 3 points from the league. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. But I would quite like to end this episode. You can tell what I'm used to, can't you? I would quite like to end this stream on a high. We're away from home. We're expected to lose. Let's try and do something to get the 3 points, shall we? Right, we start off. Starting down the wing. Gyökeres now. Gets it back to Thompson. Thompson hasn't had a lot of football with us, but he is playing today and gets it in. Gyökeres is there. Gyökeres makes it 1-0, and that will do just nicely.
Yes! Yes!
That'll do just nicely. Merida into Ramires. Ramires with the deep pass. Gets it through. That Premier League European experience coming in handy. And Gyökeres, with all of that potential, makes it 1-0 in the 4th minute. Game on. Has been a game of few chances so far. They've actually got the higher XG, but we have the goal. Wonderful pass. Gyökeres now. Going to try and cut it back in. He does. Looks for Walker. Doesn't get him. Da Costa now into Shipley. Merida. Ramires. Back to Da Costa. Costa tries to get to Waghorn, but he gives the ball away in the end. Big ball forward, but Clark-Salter's there. Merida. I'm going to go with Merida. Gets it in. Waghorn's there, and Waghorn should make it too, but he hits the crossbar. And there was a counter-attack on the cards there, but it did not come to fruition on the highlights. We've started well, but they are having a lot of chances. A lot of chances. Got Al Mohammadi out wide as well. Then we tried to sign Al Mohammadi, and I think he turned us down. Not that I'm bitter. Oh, that's poor. That's poor. Just let them have that. They've pulled us out wide, which is a bit frustrating. Oh, goodness me. Right, Waghorn. with a free kick. Can he put it in the top corner? Oh, we can! Oh! Oh! What a hit!
Yes! Yes!
What a strike, son! And just like that, we lead again. It's definitely against the run of play. They have definitely so far been the better team. Oh, we did well there. But none of it matters because we lead again by 2 goals to 1. Our passing's a little bit sloppy today, which is a bit frustrating. Should have really... we worked on our distribution. We should have worked on our retention, really, because we're just giving the ball away left, right and centre. And we're already on low tempo anyway. Al-Mohammadi gets it in. Oh, Gomez is in again. Gomez is having a game. Carlos Mendes Gomez is having an absolute game. We'll encourage again. Right, what do we do about this boy? Because he's having a hell of a game, isn't he? I don't really want to tightly mark him, but then he isn't the quickest necessarily, so... maybe we do tightly mark him. Maybe we get Ramires, who has got a reasonable marking stat, to mark him. Okay, let's go with that then. 2-2, it's fine. Again, this is a team who, although I said beforehand it's a team we should be beating, actually, realistically, we're doing pretty well against them here, and we should be proud of our performance so far. So, context is key. Context is, we're competing against a team who should be beating us. Our fullbacks are having a shocking game, by the way. Thompson's having a terrible one. DeCosta's not much better. Unacceptable. 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 I was going to tell them all, you're all playing really badly. Step it up in the second half, boys. Right, Thompson's off. Darbo's on. Darbo is on. Swap you two around as well. I feel like you two were the wrong way round. DeCosta can stay on for now. He's got a bit of a reprieve.
Hey guys, it's Billie Eilish.
Looking for a bit more from Merida. I tell you what, we're going to change him.
Only on Spotify.
You can go to that. Pardon me 1 second. Never mind, it's gone. I just needs building up. What do we do? What do we do? Well, I'm gonna distribute quickly. Gonna raise the line. I don't really want to raise the line, but I want us to be a bit more proactive, so we're gonna do that. Come on, boys. Right, corner. Shipley whips it in. Looking for Clark Salter. Hits the crossbar. Gyökeres makes his... oh, he doesn't keep it in. He runs it out. Demand more from the boys. Okay, Tyler Walker's having a shocking game, so I'll tell you what, Gyökeres can go up front, and we're going to bring Bapaga on. Hasn't had a lot of game time for us since we brought him back from his loan. Let's get him some game time. And DeCosta's having a shocker, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. Clark Salter's going to have to go out wide. And we're going to bring Mefedzian on. We're going to have to do that. Clark Salter, fall back on support. It'll have to be that. Come on, boys. Encourage. We're doing well. We're still doing well. Big ball forward. Gyökeres can't win the ball, though. We've given the ball away. And Mafadian has given away a penalty. And we've thrown it away. We've absolutely thrown it away. He's just come on as well. He's just come on. And we now need to go attacking. We now need to go attacking. I don't really like the idea of 2 losses in a row. But it looks like that's what we're going to have to end the episode, end the stream. Oh, we're just winning we're just coming second to every ball at the moment. This 4-3-1-2 has absolutely wrecked us today. Right, we need to do something. We need to do something. We went wide to try and do that. Let's try and focus things down the middle, and then we're trying to cross in as well. Should have gone narrow earlier. That's my bad. Do that. We've lost this one. We're down to 9th. We're down to 9th. I'm furious. I'm absolutely furious with our defence. I'm furious with everyone in this game, to be honest with you. And there's the little bit of me that says, Stu, play one more game. I'm not going to play one more game. We were ahead twice in that game, and we've ended up bottling it. Right. And Thomas Frank wanted to know why we weren't playing Thompson that often. There's the reason. Absolutely shot the good morale that we had. Right, Kakares can be up front in the next game. Walker's coming out. Callum O'Hare should be fit. So swap those guys round. Who else had a bad game? Thompson can come straight out. Darbo can come in. Who was our left back? It wasn't Darbo, it was... It was Maatson, yeah, we were giving him a bit of a break, weren't we? So Maatson can come back in. Costa had a shocking game as well. Ben Wilson actually didn't have the worst game in the world. Can I have a word with you because you gave away a stupid penalty? That didn't work. Sorted it. I just wanted to have a go with him because he gave away the penalty that cost us that game. Right, next game we will have Harmer back, which is definitely a plus. He will come straight back into the team, which is a bit harsh on Ramires, but we'll probably keep Ramires in for the next game because he's been playing well as well. I think we'll have that as our midfield for now, and then we've got Merida and Spanish Lad both on the bench as well. I'm genuinely really gutted about that game, but again, it's a team who are meant to be doing better than we are, so... With the context of the rest of the season, I can't really say it was that bad, to be honest. I can't say it was that bad. Could have been better, could have been worse. Right. We're definitely training on the right thing, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay. Right. Teamwork. We'll go defensive shape for this one. We'll put a team bonding in here as well. How's the dynamics? Still good. Everything's gone down a little bit, but everything is still good. Okay. Do you know what? In the grand scheme of things, it's not been too bad. Let's have a look. So, why has it done this? There we go. So, we've just played through the entire month of September, and those are our results. And to be honest, wins against Middlesbrough and Cardiff were huge. Absolutely huge. Peterborough, we should have beat, but it's fine. Luton, realistically, in my head, are still not a big team. Certainly not as big a team as Coventry, but realistically, I'm being unrealistic there. In terms of this universe, in terms of football at the moment, Luton should be getting the better of Coventry. So actually, that's one of those. It's not the end of the world. The win against Crewe as well was a bit of a concern because we didn't play that well. But in the grand scheme of things, we've done all right. Dominic Hyam, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 goals already in the league this season. I mean, saying the league altogether has been an absolute machine, the man has. If you look at that as a start of the season for Coventry, that's pretty good, isn't it? I mean, to me, we're 9th, so we're high mid-table. We've got the top goal scorer in the league. Ramires is on the list of assist makers. We're doing well. We're doing really well. I mean, yeah, I know I'm not very happy about how we've kind of capitulated in that game, but that's just one of those things, I think. It's just one of those things. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, we just let him play. Right. That is going to be it, I think. I think that is going to be it. Relatively successful. Whew. Well, it's been a long time. I can't remember when the last stream was, but it has been a long time. And I think that's been a pretty successful stream back, I have to say. A pretty successful stream back. Again, I imagine this is going to be uploaded onto YouTube. I'm not 100% sure. It might be in its entirety. It might be edited down. Depends how much time I've got. If I've got time enough to edit it down, I might just edit it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this has gone for the most part. And yeah, I really appreciate those of you who've come back. I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate seeing you, Russ. Gary, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for popping in very quickly. That was much appreciated as well. Tony Jameson, my word, thank you so much for coming back in as well. That's much appreciated. Wilsonia, I hope I'm saying your name correctly because I feel really bad because I feel like I might have got it right. Yeah, it was Wilsonia85. Yeah, thank you so much for coming in as well. Anyone who came over, even if you didn't stay in the stream, from Gary's stream, thank you so much. Again, much appreciated. I know it's been a long time. I don't intend for it to be as long again. I intend to make this a more regular thing. I can't say when. I'm definitely going to be back streaming for this week. If I have a quick look at the old work schedule, because that's what I'm going to be having to go on. If we have a look at it, so I probably won't be on tomorrow because I am at work, although there's a slim chance I could be on during the day. I definitely won't be on Wednesday. Thursday, maybe? No, definitely not Thursday. Thursday evening, there's an outside chance. Probably not. Friday, unsure. Unsure, but there's a chance there. Weekends, it's looking unlikely. So we probably are looking at next week, which I know is quite a while away. I know I would prefer to do another stream this week. My work schedule just isn't coming up that way. But just know that it will not be as long as it has been. And I have every intention of not having it be as long as it was last time. So, with all of that said, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please keep an eye on my Twitter. That is where I will update everyone to know when I'm going to be online. If you like what you've seen on here and you want to see more of it, I've got a YouTube channel. I'm going to type that command into the chat now. But yeah, if you like the content you've seen here, please have a look on there. Let me know what you think. I'm just coming towards the end of a West Ham save there, and then I am going to be having something new coming up very, very soon. But with all of that said, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys whenever I'm next on. If it's some point this week, it'll be some point this week. If it's not, it'll be next week. Either way, it ain't going to be over a month, close to 2 months. It's definitely not going to be that. So, All of that said, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later. Take care, and bye-bye for now. Cheers.